There you go. All right, everyone. So we're live. We took a week off last week. Gio was away, and we're back this week. So we are what we now? Fucking 205 or
212. I thought it was 206, but yeah. Welcome to the Radley Cooper. No, welcome to RaddTitan chat. So this is our weekly chat, which we talk about the latest news going on in the community and the world of collectibles, statues and so on. We'll be going through some XM reveals, some Sideshow reveals, some con stuff, virtual con stuff. We'll be talking about some fan art pieces, going through a few touchy subjects. Want to try and make Alex squeal a little bit since he works for XM and they've been up against the wall this week. So let's try and see if we can get him to fart a little or at least clench. Thanks for joining us, and if you thanks for keeping it locked, RaddTitan, for those who have subbed. If you are with us now, I don't know how many you're watching, but crack on that like button, because we're really bad at promoting this channel, because we treat it just like mine and Alex's friendship with sort of mild neglect, where we just talk to you like we talk to each other, and we forget about the fact that we're actually on live and that we're actually doing this to share these things with you. A lot of the time we're just doing it for the fun of the game. So we would like the channel to continue to grow and do well. So, hit that like and sub if you're not. Show us a little bit of that love.
Definitely spread the love. Oh yeah. All right. Found one picture.
There's I'm sure, but I'm not sent. I can send you some.
No, it's fine. Don't worry. All right.
I've got some.
So yeah, I mean, we had a week away. And
I was at a funeral, sadly. A relative, a cousin of my wife, tragically died. She was very young, so I had to travel up to Newcastle for 3 or 4 days and be present for that, which was just crazy. So, yeah, apologies for not being on next week, but I wasn't feeling the right frame of mind to sort of sit and do the chat and things and be away from my missus.
You mean
it was last week. It was last week, yes.
You just said next week.
Well, no, it's not first. I hope nobody dies next week, but this week, this last week that just gone, I was away. So, the funeral was Thursday, so doing the chat on the Wednesday would have been a bad idea.
Yeah. No, for sure. All right, here we go. Got some good ones. Good.
Any updates, any news? What's been happening with you last week? I ain't spoke to you that much. I spoke to you once.
No, you called me, I think it was Sunday, and I called you back 2 minutes later, and you were like, fuck you. Don't know it's the first time you miss out. So that's pretty much how it is. So, I missed out. Tried to call you back, and you weren't having it. I actually picked up the Sideshow Logan. So I've got that. I still haven't opened it, actually. I've been I lie. I've been kind of busy, but not really that busy. That makes sense. One of those kind of busy where you're like, oh, you kind of act like you're doing a lot of stuff. So yeah, I haven't had a chance to open it yet. I was thinking about opening it or getting you, or waiting for you to come over or something can do that, but I don't know when that's going to happen.
Well, I mean, it's a BDR end sort of the week. I might be able to do Friday, pop over and do it, or something like that. But could do maybe do Friday, pop over for a few hours. But I don't know what's left to do. There's so much to do at my house. So
here, I mean, over here there's still stuff to do here. There's a load more old stuff though. There's nothing really new. So older pieces which aren't really getting any views at the moment when we put them out.
It's definitely like it's the new stuff that seems to be gathering all the momentum. So, and I can sort of see why a lot of people that sort of in the hobby actually like resell all their shit and then sell all their shit and then start again with something else. Because if you're looking to get your channel to continue to grow, that's pretty much the best advice I could probably give you, is sell all the shit you have and buy all new shit and all the latest shit and then put it up on your channel, and you'll gain a lot of following that way. Sadly, proper collectors don't really do that because they don't like selling shit because it's taken them a long time to get it. Like some stuff I've got has taken me like 3 to 7 years to acquire for the sort of price I wanted to pay. So just flipping it off and sort of going, I'll buy a new something, feels kind of shit. Feels kind of, don't know. Just don't think I can do it. So it's a bit of a challenge in that way.
So, just looking who's here. So, Punisher XS. I'm going to make a quick meal before it starts. Hope you got your meal. Can't make the show tonight. Sister-in-law coming over. Have fun, everyone. I pre-ordered the beautiful XM Starscream today. Drinks on me. Yeah, Starscream looks amazing.
Congratulations, brother.
Done well to pick that up, actually, because he's well sold out. But
yo, my man, F State
needs a beer. Have a beer. Liam Best says his whole transformation didn't come. He's all waiting for that to happen.
Yeah, 6 p.m. it was meant to be here, and it's now 10 o'clock. So
that
motherfucker ain't coming today. It's got to be tomorrow.
Yo, Flash and Brian Blessed, absolute favorite film as a kid.
Flash and Brian, am I Brian Blessed?
No, I am.
Oh,
you're Sam Jones, aren't you, on that? So yeah, Flash.
Oh, on that. Oh yeah.
Yeah, as a kid, and my true love. I've not seen it. I mean, I've probably seen it a long time ago. But
I've definitely seen it a long time ago.
I think it's really cheesy. Liam Best said, yeah, saying tomorrow now. Gabriel Gutierrez, what's up, guys? Vibe N2L, Classic Titans delay to create suspense. You guys are kings at it. When the vid starts with the classic Alex, fuck off or fuck it. I actually did. It took me about 15 seconds, I think, this time. I feel like we missed something. Yeah, it's that thing, do you know, where they do on a few films and stuff. And what it is they kind of like, they cut to a scene and all you hear is the punchline. And basically then people laugh. And that's the kind of opening of the scene. They do it a lot in Orange is the New Black. And there's a joke about a penguin and an eggplant or aubergine. And they just say, yeah. And it was a penguin, not an aubergine. And everyone's laughs. So they do it a few times, actually. But anyway.
I have no idea. I don't even know where he's going.
Okay, well, stuck up on photo evening, gents. Gio remind me of an angry Anderson meets Brian Connolly at the Flash Gordon picture. Punisher says could make it 3 course. Yeah, could make a 3 course meal in the time you're waiting. Yep. We're going to talk about that one. Don't worry. Chris K. Yo, good to have the boys back. Thanks, brother. Robert Wright. How's it hanging? People looking forward to tonight's show. Cheers.
Slightly to the left.
It's hanging. What's happened to Gio?
What do you mean? What happened?
Rob, because you're late. Bad hair day. Jason Buckley. David Ferrigmo. XM. Yeah, we're going to get to that. Don't worry.
Definitely.
Richard Gutierrez. Nick Cheshep 205. Thanks, Alex, for your help the other day in ordering XM. No worries. Aragon Montoya. Sup, fellas. Cody Spencer. Hey guys, Terry Curtis, hey fellas, Evil Nook, sub dudes, Dirty Alfred, Alex, clean up a bit so you don't look like a bum. Yeah,
it does actually. It's funny because when he come to see Georgie, he had the nice clean shaven face. It was nice to see he made the effort.
Well, I've shaved twice since then, so yeah, but it just grows back so quick.
You're like Ryan Giggs, man. You grow a beard, fucking. Coming on the pitch.
Yeah,
you see Ryan Giggs on the subs bench and he's clean shaven, and then on the 60th minute he comes on, he's got fucking full beard. You're like, what the fuck happened? What the fuck happened to you?
I think I sneeze and my beard comes out. Luch in the house. David. Kirkendall.
Hello, I made it. Congratulations.
Travis Billington. Pre-ordered Sideshow Gladiator Hulk. Happy. George doesn't like that piece.
I want to say commiserations, bro, to be honest with you. I mean, it's got a lot of mass. I think the sculpt is actually really, really decent. I think the sculpt is fantastic by Daniel Bell, and the concept and design is fantastic, but the whole piece needs a repaint drastically, and that's how, I mean, it's really badly painted from Sideshow. I don't like it when Hulks don't have any shading. It needs to have, because it's like this massive green and there's all them textures everywhere. Just it's very undershaded.
Well, it's also they went for that look, which kind of goes with it a little bit, where they made him kind of dusty and flat, So it kind of goes with that kind of sandy planet of being, fighting in the pit. But I don't know, it's a bit too muted.
You know what, man? This is another one of them fucking things of like, Red Sonja. She's been in the sun all day. That's why she's not pale. She's got to say, don't give me this shit. Like do the character, paint the fucking character correctly, and then you don't need to come up with this. Oh, he's fighting in the sand bollocks. At the end of the day, it's not shaded. It really is that simple. I've seen it. I've stood 6 inches from it. It's not fucking shaded, and you can see it in pictures up close. It's just too much of one. I mean, if it was mine, I like the face though. I like the eyes and the screaming head. Looks fantastic, but definitely would repaint it if it was me. If it was mine.
Fair enough. Well, you just fucking shat all over his cornflakes, didn't you?
Yeah, have some shit cornflakes.
Lucha saying condolences.
Thanks, man. Do you know, it's just really. It was just really sad because we still don't know what happened. Still don't know what happened. Now she's a young girl, and literally she come in from a night out. She had a couple of drinks, come in, sat on the stairs, and died. We don't know what the fuck went on. Christ. She's only I don't know, about maybe 7 or 8 years older than me.
Yeah,
you just think, geez, oh fuck, she was just a lovely Geordie lass. I really liked her. I've met her a few times, but a lot of family function stuff. So it should be missed for sure.
It's very sad. Michael in the house, so Cat Dad. I'm just going to say Apocalypse rather than was it in
Saban? No, Saban and Saban.
So we just call him Apocalypse. Is easier. Evening. Matt Gomez in the house. What's up, Gio and Alex and everyone else? Hope all is good. Hope all is good with you, brother. No apologies needed. Thoughts to the fan, bro. The Cranky Collector, hello. Mike Wells in the house. Mike,
yo, bitches.
Maybe wear some headphones or we're going to get you in trouble again.
You don't want to be listening to us out there, not with your missus watching.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Mike, I've got some coconut jelly beans for you. I'm saving them up.
Forensic Collector. Well, hello, gentlemen and ladies. Well, hello.
Hello.
Permacut. Morning.
Yeah, it's fucking
Statue Collecting. What's up, everyone? A Google user. Hi, guys. BW3. Yo. F that. I can't sell anything. Forget about the views. Alex, where's the beard? Yeah, I mean, I'm going for a non-bearded time at the moment.
Going for a Colin Farrell look.
My face was getting a bit, it got really shredded, it was all really dry, so I had to kind of shave it all off and kind of reset it really, moisturise it all up, and that's my story.
Slap my tits and call me Susan.
Punishment for punishment by the girlfriend, Gizmop. Edwin Diaz, Mr. Capital himself, Sab, Forensic Collector. So there's quite a lot of comments. I just skipped to the bottom there by mistake. Kane Swiss, morning fellas. He's over in Australia. Kevin Abdelina. Starting on me again.
Yeah, man. That's the best nickname ever.
Alex had a beard. I actually had a moustache. I could grow like this really bad moustache when I was about 12.
Nah. He wasn't that bad.
No, it was. I had a really bad moustache when I was in secondary school when I started there.
No, sorry, ATV. You can't do the picture thing, bro. I've stood next to it. To it. He's saying that the shading is very dark overall. Yeah, it's just undershaded, if any shading is there, to be honest. I've stood like 6 inches from it and expected it thoroughly. And it's not just the green, also on the boots and some other things. It's just very light. It's just wash colours.
But we know that from experience when we've had two Spider-Men together. That
exactly.
It depends on the badge. You could have just seen a really shit badge.
In fairness, I have only seen one, so that could be true. It's not like Galactus where I've seen at least 10 to 15 of them, and they're all fucking shit. So
I saw one in Thailand, and the one I saw was really muted, very muted. The one I saw.
Yeah, so that's two then, right? And my one wasn't in Thailand. So
someone jumping in about. I'm pretty sure that's probably him, to be honest with you, because I got an email from this dickhead anyway. So, what's the latest with Flankster? I know Gio thinks highly of him. No point even entertaining that, because if someone's not going to bother doing their name, then it's probably that. Because he actually emailed me the other day to asking me to take some videos down, and I just said, and he actually went and emailed XM as well. and said to
really?
him, "Oh, one of your employees has a video of me. Can you tell him to take it down?" So I got like a message from Ben going, "Can you sort your boyfriend out, please?" He's messaging me.
He could be your boyfriend.
Yeah.
I definitely think the rest of it's an act. That's for sure.
Starker von Werner, who kept the Warhammer piece? Well, none of us, I'm afraid. None of us. It went. I watched the old Fantastic Four. Bloody hell, Alex, you're Mr. Fantastic. That's not a bad thing. Yeah, because my hair's all grey at the side.
Who's the old Mr. Fantastic for? Who's that? I'm trying to remember who it was. Who plays him? Oh yeah, it's that dude. Yeah, it's that dude. Yeah, I've seen him in a few things. I think he's Welsh. I think he's an Englishman or Welshman. I think he is. Yeah.
I mean, I watched the new one.
Your girlfriend's in it, innit? Your girlfriend, you fancy her. I don't know why.
Oh,
you fancy her.
Yeah.
Alba, innit? Jessica Alba, she does nothing for me, man. Nothing for me.
She does everything for me.
I'd have to thumb that one in. I'd be like,
But then again, I mean, I don't know. China did nothing for me, so yeah.
Yeah, this is true. But you've got to have one of them. You've got to have one of them weird, rough, perverted like people in your life. You just need that. I've got a few of them. of them. That's for sure.
Vas in the house. Subfast.
The executioner.
You should be there. You should be there keeping an eye on the group while we're away.
He swung some axes already today. Bless
Super
him.
Soldier, good day, brothers. Sub.
God bless him, man. God bless.
Liam Best. That's all for. I'm late. You're not too late. It's all right.
It's still good.
J Prime 608. Yo, what's up, gents? Rome Ross. Yo, what up? Jesus.
Cheers from Atlanta.
Nice.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Edwin Diaz. These are all talking to each other. There we go.
Is he from Rome? Is he talking to someone else?
Sorry. Oh no, Rome. He's talking about Rome Ross. Condolences, sorry to hear that. Edwin.
Cheers,
they're all talking to Edwin now.
Right, Edwin's popular.
ATV racist. Shade and subtle, but it's there. Also RIP to Ian as well. He passed away, didn't he?
Yeah, I heard this news. I heard it. I heard recently about this, but I've got to be honest. It wasn't. I think I spoke to him more sort of on the group in regards to comments and things that way. I never spoke to him on PM, so it wasn't someone I was very in communication with a lot. There's a lot of people I talk to a lot. He's just not one of them guys. I think I did speak to him on groups though. Fair. I think on the chats and things.
In one of the groups, like whenever the threads were there, I spoke to him there. Ian McMillan, and I spoke to him a few times, but the last time I spoke to him was, I think, 2015, when I checked my my conversation log, and that was about, he was saying good job on BMR, which was, I can't believe that was 5 years ago. But, very, very nice guy, very long-term collector.
Very popular guy
too. So
not many people. No one had a bad word to say, so that's always nice.
No.
Although I don't trust anyone with no enemies, but they are.
Super Soldier. No, leave the flags to video up. It's one of the best.
Problem is it's a video that we did because you come on and started chatting shit. So you shouldn't air. You should. We have a lot of shit on a lot of people. If they open their mouth and bring us into anything, we're gonna fucking drop them like third period French.
It was retaliation.
I mean, a lot of people. We've got loads of dirt and background information on everybody. So if people want to chat shit, come and chat shit and see what happens. We'll just drop you like fucking a bad habit. And he did that. He just dropped our name into a chat or a video and started accusing us of some nonsense. And it was like, okay, it's time to school some people. But for me, the thing I don't want to get into him. The thing is with him is, it's more the community I'm disappointed with in that regard, because people follow him even though he's even after what he did, which I think is kind of shallow of the community. But it just shows the community to be a shallow place that cares more about the shit you have rather than the person you are, and that's what I find incredibly disappointing. When I look at his numbers, and then I look at people like Darth Castle, and I look at other collectors that I like and like genuinely good people, even like someone like Chris Bowles, who's got he's got his numbers for being a guy who doesn't cause any trouble, who tries to help people out, who when he on videos he's not in any drama of anything, and he's got his numbers should be a lot higher than what they are.
That's because
you got a guy like
he started again, didn't he?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know, but the thing is you look at like someone like that fucking idiot's numbers, and you just think, people are watching in, supporting, helping fund that guy's channel, and he's done absolutely horrendous things as a human being. So it's one of them ones where you look at the numbers and you just think, I'm disappointed with every single number that's on there that's up to his channel, because I think every single one of them has a point of preference. Should be like, mate, not that guy.
People love drama. That's the problem, isn't it?
No, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he's a bellend or anything like that, or he's, none of that things are important. Just the way you treat other people should be important. The way you are with other people should matter a little bit. And you shouldn't be looking to fucking scam people or take advantage of tragedies, things like that to try and get money or shit off people. So, but life goes on. It's just that to me just disappoints me. The community disappoints me there. A little bit.
100%. If Gio hasn't yawned yet, you're not too late.
Nope, that's a good point. Actually, very good.
I had to close my office door because I was laughing too loudly. Always good medicine. Joining you boys for the chat. I hope you're all doing good, and hope your back's doing good as well, Michael. Gooch, I am late. Well, actually, not really.
The Sand Scorpion's late.
Yeah. Any more Shannon pictures or any more info? When can we see more? Not really much info. I mean, Seng just put out the teasers. It's a project that we are collaborating with Frank Chow, so it's based on his art, and we're hoping to do a few pieces with him. Actually, I mean, I know that we've spoken to him at a few of the cons. So he was in Singapore and he was in New York, and we went through a few ideas with him there. So hopefully we'll see more of that collaboration in the future. Yeah. So stuck with Verno. There's another Ronin bust for £100 on eBay at the moment.
Yeah, don't fucking tempt me, dude. What's fucking wrong with you? You're as bad as Alex is with shit like that.
I haven't actually done any bones in a few weeks,
Nah, I'm retired anyway. I'm not like I've never been retired from bowing, and I spoke to Mike Wells earlier, and I fucking told him some fucking good shit to buy, and I think I've just fucked him up and all.
Well, he just
sorry, Vanessa, if you're watching, sorry, darling.
He just bought something, didn't he? Oh, what did he buy? He just told me.
He got Mephisto.
That's
got the painted Mephisto, which I'm actually looking forward to seeing. He's going to pop round and have a cup of tea with me on Saturday. Have a catch up.
He did say that. He did tell me that. Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to happen, but I'm hoping. So we'll see what happens.
F-State just got back from a 3-day mini getaway in Sandbell Island, Florida. Yeah, saw the pictures, man. Looked really nice. Great time. Kids needed to get out of the house. Wife got mine stung by a jellyfish. Very sad.
I've got to ask the question. Did you piss on it or what?
Did you piss on this thing? Yeah.
Part of me, every time my missus goes in the sea, I'm just hopeful that she'll get stung so I can piss on her. I know exactly what to do. Although apparently, I don't know if it's accurate, but apparently that's not right. Apparently it's vinegar that you need to use. Apparently it's vinegar, so it's not wheat.
It's the ammonia in the piss.
No, I think that's a myth. I think that is actually a myth. I don't think that's accurate.
I don't know. They do it on Friends.
Yeah.
Mike Wells is saying, yeah, sad news about Ian. Very sad. Who are we talking about here? I don't know which one you mean. Either Ian.
Where the fuck are you, Luke?
If it was positive, it was Ian. If it was negative, it's that Flankster guy. I followed the minute I heard the news between you. Don't know anything about the guy, but bros before others.
I appreciate that, man. But honestly, it's not a side thing. Honestly, please don't ever make it about that, because it's never us versus them. Sort of us with anybody. It's more just a case of sort of like the right versus you're a scumbag, really. Like,
well, it's also I mean, like within this community,
any person that can claim that somebody's tragedy as theirs in order so that they can fucking scam other people, that enough is, I will disown you, man. I will fucking disown you. If I knew you, I'd never chat to you again. I'd fucking turn on you. You mad?
Well, he sold like a lot of statues. Basically, I don't know the number, but it was more than a fair amount. And basically what he done was he sold them, done the PayPal transactions, and then he basically said his house burnt down, and basically used a newspaper article of an actual house that burnt down and said, this is what happened, and this is me. And then someone goes, actually, that was in my hometown like 3 weeks ago, and I know whose house that was and whatever else. And then it all kind of transpired that was the case. Apparently, he paid everyone back, but the side of it is if you are shady enough to have
somebody died in that house.
Yeah. But if you are
somebody died in that tragedy, that's somebody's father, somebody's son.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if you have that, like that way of thinking that you can say, I can sell statues and say that my house burnt down and claim that, then you never want to deal with someone like that ever. I don't care if they refunded people. They only refunded people. They only refunded people because they got caught.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
It's like,
I'm sorry.
Sorry. Let's refund everyone. Everything good. Yeah.
All good now. Good now. All fine. Yeah. According to his numbers, everything's fine. It's all good.
Yeah. People forget.
Pro Recaster as well. Pro Recast guy.
Pro Recaster, yeah. Same as that Danny Hines. I mean, he scammed a load of people and then people are still buying from him. People just don't care. Some people don't care. Good point.
Till it happens to you, though. Till it happens to you.
Well, exactly. That's why we're doing
Until it happens to you. And then you know what happens when it happens to you, Al? Do you want me to tell you? You come running to me.
Yeah.
And then you come running to you because we're the people that will put it on the group and we're the people that don't. That will share it, that will share your story because it deserves. That's the problem, and it doesn't do us any favors. To be honest, it never does us any favors. But it's the point of being right that somebody deserves a voice. Because when you put it in all the other groups, everyone shuts it down because they don't want to be on the wrong side and they don't want to get attacked by someone. They don't want to inherit your drama or your problem. Yeah. Then you come running to us and we go, yeah, we'll leave it running. We'll let it stay up.
If you have a community and you have a group and a following of one follower or 10,000 followers, you have a responsibility to those people who support you. And if you are, for example, commissioners who scam, in this case, if you are promoting scammers and you're saying, well, I'm doing it to support the art, not the actual person who makes it, you're still indirectly sending people there who are going to say, well, I want to buy that. If it's a good piece or not, you're going to go, I need to know more about that. I need to, and then you're going to get that person business. But then to say, I'm doing it for the art, I'm doing it for this, blah, blah, blah. And then
Sculptors.
when it's raised to you that, maybe that's not a good idea, you basically say, well, go fuck yourself. I do what I want. It's my channel. Okay, fair enough. And then you get scammed and go, oh my God, scamming these people, fuck these people, blah, 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 blah. It's like, well, I thought you did it for the art. I thought you didn't care about that.
Yeah, you shouldn't slate it. Yeah. What about the poor guy that sculpted that project?
Yeah, exactly.
Now you're slating. What about that guy? Yeah, I mean, listen, it is that. But we'll just listen. All we can do, all you can be, in the end, is what you are. And sadly for us, we're gotten for that kind of punishment. So people will see it as like it's some sort of drama or something. But I completely see it as everybody shuts the door on you. If everyone shuts the door on you, there should be a group, a place where you can basically say, this is what's happened to me. I've been threatened, physically violently threatened by another person that lives in my area because of this guy, because he's contacted them and said, you need to get this guy to fucking, not call the police on me because I've just scammed him from all this money or whatever, or you're going to physically hurt them. I mean, that's what he did. That's what he did.
He was going to come and see us in our gyms.
Yeah. Fucking idiot. Still
anyway.
But in fairness, when we did post it, that's what we got. We inherited that because we got the threats then after that. We got all of that. Don't think that we sat in the background and let that post run for Danny Hines and there was it was easy sailing for us. We got all the bribes and all the offers of free statues and we'll do this deal. And I've signed a license with SNK and I'll send you every piece we get. And oh my God, you see this project I'm doing, take the post down. That was the first part that failed. And then when that didn't work, when bribery didn't work.
I think the worst part about it was he didn't really think about his bribery too well. And he was like, here, look, guys, take it down and I'll give you my fat Magneto with the fucking diaper on. How about that, guys? You kind of got to go, if you're going to bribe someone, you got to do it fucking properly. You can't just offer this pile of fucking crap statue, can you? fuck's sake.
We do have standards. I think
my response, my actual response to that was, I think when he offered me the Magneto, but this is before we posted stuff, but he offered me the Magneto to do the reviews and stuff. And then, no, that was it. Sorry. He offered me his other Wolverine, which actually is a really nice piece. The one where he's got the ninja star and the arrows.
Yeah, it's a nice piece.
So it's a nice piece, but he offered me that for his for my Zangief I had. And my response to him was, look, basically, get me the wolf. And then, once you get a wolf, we'll have a conversation about it. But until then, you fuck off. But, yeah.
So you tried to upsell. You tried to get better.
Well, that weren't to do with the scamming. That was the trade. He wanted my.
No, I know that. I know all about that.
Yeah, no,
when it was him, when he'd threatened people and had other collectors, local collectors, threaten for free statues. That's how it was. It was, threaten this guy physically. Threaten this guy, and I'll give you free stuff. So people were stupid enough to actually go off and start giving them hassle and say, listen, you better not call the police, or you better take down your complaint. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to come and see you. And sadly, when we did it, we inherited the same sort of bollocks. But you're making a mistake, really threatening us. To be honest, it's a bit of a stupid thing to do.
Not wise.
No.
Anyway, back on track. Boggle Arts, what's up, boys? Putting out some good videos there. Check his channel out. He actually did a great video about how to make like a custom display, which is really good. Does videos with, I think it was his wife. Some great videos. It does with anime and stuff like that. Check him out. His best friend is actually with Sean anyway.
Don't drop me this shit again.
I'm joking. Mike, don't drop me this shit again.
Vanessa, do you know how much he paid for that Mephisto on Throne?
He paid $700.
$5,000.
£766, I think Mike said for that.
Yeah, 700. Yes, 5K. He told me, and I said I'll give you a coconut jelly bean. He said, "Yeah, all right."
I bought that for I think it was about 40 quid when I bought it.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know where Mike finds these people to buy stuff off.
Do you know what's funny is if she bought any of this bollocks and she threw him out, he's gonna come live with me. That's the worst part. He'd be stuck in my fucking spare room.
Shogun Batman's been recast on eBay. That don't surprise me.
Yeah, that was inevitable. That one that was going to come out because it's fucking stunner.
No, she ran away. The kids were chasing her. Funny as shit. That's about the jellyfish. She ran away because you got your cock out to try and piss on her? Or... Yeah,
you run after her with your penis out and you ran in the opposite direction. Like, no, come here, honey. I know how to fix this.
You have to take a dump on a jellyfish thing. I'm not going to try.
I swear, I wish that was true.
That's fucked up. Flagster is a piece of shit. I'm stunned people don't post more comments about him being a scam artist. I did because I support our community of collectors. There's been so many stories about that guy, so many times where he's been named and shamed about a lot of things. And again, the video that we put out was because he came after us about I can't remember.
Affiliate rates.
I think it was naming. He said that me, George, fucking Gemmin, and I think it was Batman Statue Collector. He listed like a load of people. And the funny thing is I don't think we were affiliates at the time. We just finished. And I think also that Gemmin never wasn't at the time then. And it was just like naming all the wrong people and bashing us about we're the reason all the prices are going up and blah, 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 blah. It's like, where the fuck did that come from? Jesus, man. And then he goes, oh, well, that was his thing. When we put up our video, he goes, oh, can you take it down? I've taken down my video. It's like, well, no, because your video still got the views. You can't just go, oh, I take it down and everything's all right. It's like an old fucking kid apology, isn't it? It's like, yeah, I'm sorry I took a shit in your backpack. I'm sorry. Does that take it away, kind of thing, you know?
Yeah. Listen, it's all fun anyway. What's funny is he changed his name after that. He was a different name. That's how he tried to do. He changed his name. So I think he was Plankster.
No, he was Statue Collector something.
He had a different name. And then, like, when our video dropped and everyone was watching it, he changed his name. So that the video that we referenced and the name that we said, which was his, and his real name, he basically changed his name. So when you sort of like, oh, who's that guy that they're talking about, and searched, it wasn't him. So, that just shows you the level of fucking scum, man, that guy is.
So I changed the title. Anyway, hey guys, what are your thoughts? This is Jean Sebastian Gajni. I'm sure there's a French, and I can't really do a French accent, but hey guys, what's your thoughts on Paramount cancelling 2 statues for lesser known characters? Might explain why companies are doing the same characters over and over again. We've got the pictures of those later on, actually, with the email, so we'll go through that later on. Fuck that stuff. In his new video, buying fake Cinema Cat Predator and no one saying anything was disgraceful. Yeah, I read through the comments, and he's going on about he has 4 recasts, and the people in the comments were backing it, and it was quite just very disgraceful actually about the community. And so he was justifying it by going, if you download movies, then you're a hypocrite and blah 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 blah, whatever. I think it's the case that many of the subscribers don't know about Flangster. I've never subscribed to him anyway. I only found out about him because of you guys. Thanks for letting me know. Then one of the things he did get a lot of subscribers for is he got a lot of subscribers because he was making. He had a load of fake anime stuff, didn't he? He had all the
recasted anime stuff,
and he was getting loads of views for that. But hey, guys, Aryan Blood.
Talk about Aragon.
Yeah, talk about Aragon. We got pictures of him as well. Don't worry. Anyone willing to buy a recast is a damn moron. I actually got sent a recast once, and that was quite funny. I smashed it to pieces. But
what did you do? What also did you do? You notified the commissioner, and you notified where it had come from, and you fucking did everything correctly, which is what you meant to do. Yeah. You managed. Somebody sent it to you. You basically got in contact with people that actually made it and told them this is where I got it, this is who it's from, and then smashed it to fucking bits, and that's the right thing to do.
Yeah. Well, I actually kept it.
And also, it's funny because
I kept it under my desk because I wanted to do a video and I was smashing it properly, and it was like under my desk with like the head broken off and an arm broken off, and I was like, all right, what I want to do is I want to like get you over here, I'll glue the arm and the head back on, and then we'll like smash it on camera and do some like funny review or anything. And it just went on so long that we were just like, we'll do it next time. I was like, oh, fucking just throw it. I threw it out the window. Like,
there's a cool video of a geezer throwing like a half-scale Batman out of his fucking front window. And I swear it's Payo smashes it off.
Superman, he throws out the window, and there's all it is like the little tiny scuff on that, and I swear to God, he probably broke his fucking one of his paving slabs.
His fucking paving slabs,
yeah. I didn't know the story. That's some shady shit. Regardless, though, you guys are cool, good dudes. If there's an issue between you and another group, I know where my loyalties are. Thank you, brother.
Appreciate that, but always side on what's right. Never who the person is. Listen to the information from both sides, and then you can draw a line in the sand. Never follow a person because of who they are. That's a mistake. Before you even start, never ever follow anybody because of who they are. Literally, look at the info and make the right decision. Because, like my mother once told me a long time ago. She used to say to me, "Your brother's your brother, right? But if your brother's a cunt, he's still a cunt." Right? and that's the simple fact. It basically is what it is, which is, family is family. But if he is a piece of shit, then he's a piece of shit, and you can't get around that. You have to accept that that's how it is, and don't take his side when you know he's wrong, because you know him and you know he's wrong. Just because he's your brother doesn't mean you should bag him.
Which brother was she talking about?
I think she was talking about me. I think she was telling me about me.
Or it was somehow loosely related to me.
It might have been. If your son is a cunt,
if you're, I was wondering whether it was Paul or Steve.
Probably.
Next video coming. Cole knows next video coming up on my YouTube is RaddTitan talking about Flangster. Nice. Happy JCG, what's up? When you're done. What was the dude's name before Flagstaff? I think it was Statue Collector 112. I can't remember.
Yeah, it was something like that. That sounds familiar. That sounds familiar for sure.
Tito Montenegro. What's up, RaddTitan? Sorry, I missed the last chat. If it was last week,
you're forgiven.
Didn't miss anything. If it was last week, you didn't miss a thing.
You did. You stay on.
Happy JCG. XM Red Hulk Proto looks amazing. Really nice.
Yeah,
really,
it
really
did
well.
actually. The face was really nice.
I mean, I
would dull down the shading in the hair. It's a little bit too much. It's too red.
Okay,
tone that a little bit down.
Too much shading, too little shading. Fucking
No, it's a little bit just in there with the
well,
because actually.
You Goldilocks. You fucking Goldilocks.
Listen
too much
to me
shading, too little shading.
Listen to me carefully, right? When I say this, right? The Red Hulk don't have fucking red hair, right? So go read your comics, get your reference points right, then come back and fucking speak to me. He does not have red highlights in his hair. He has a little bit of grey flecks in his hair. If it's Thunderbolt Ross, it doesn't have red. It doesn't have red streaks in his hair. That's a Green Hulk thing with the green in the hair. That's not a Red Hulk thing. And would I lie to you? How many Red Hulk comics do I read? How many Red Hulk books do I have? It's a big character for me. I'm a big fan. So I'm telling you.
3 or 4.
Fuck you. I have 5.
What do you guys think of the J&D Studios offer? We've got those in there as well. Looks great. Adam in the house. Yo, Adam.
My brother.
Send your parcel today, Adam. Flexer's type of guy opens up Thanos on throne, edits the video, so he tries to trick people into thinking Sideshow didn't send him the exclusive head. So yeah, that actual story we found out from
really bad edit as well, wasn't it?
we found out from another person, and it was the story they told us about a Thanos incident regarding another YouTuber was she was contacted by BMR.
Yeah,
I don't know what he does now, but BMR. She was contacted by BMR because he had a regular, and she was asked to basically send him the exclusive head and claim that she didn't get it. And what happened was she said, "I don't feel comfortable doing that. Goodbye." And then he blocked her, removed her, and then the video came out of Sean Blankster, whatever his name is, doing the same thing, and he was a moderator on the BMR group. So you can say it's due to that or not. Circumstances, coincidence, or, whatever. F-Stay, $100. Keep going.
Shit.
I can never dedicate time and energy to what I do.
What you do.
Time and energy. Oh, what you do, sorry.
Honestly, fucking use that $100 to get some fucking books in your house. Yeah, dizzy, fuck you.
Thank
you, brother. Appreciate that.
Yeah, we're all trying to piss on their funniest shit. Cheers.
Cheers, man. Sounds silly, but like little things like that, they actually fucking keep this channel fucking running, because when we need to buy shit, when we need to buy microphones, when we need to buy lights, when we need to buy upgraded phones, when we need to get any camera equipment of any kind, that's where that shit comes from. It comes from anything that this channel makes. That's where it comes out of. Or it comes out of our pocket, which we really don't want most of the time, because our pockets are getting finished shit.
I got a moth that flies out of my wallet. The guy's a fool, yeah.
Fool? You're a fool.
Joe Figure, did you get rid of your sister-in-law then?
He's back.
He got rid of her, didn't he?
He claimed he wasn't well. He's like, I'm going to have to go lay down. Not feeling great.
Stuart Fraser in the house. Hey all. I hate that recasters. I hate recasters destroying the hobby. Recasting is getting really, really bad. The worst thing is actually it's the other one as well, which isn't actually recasting, but it's
files.
The files where they copy something and they do it not that good, but they do it enough to trick people, and then they sell the STL files for fuck all. They literally sell the STL files for like 20 quid, like about $15. Sorry, about $20, $25. Yeah, they sell them so cheap. I was looking at a Wolverine. I can't remember Rich. Oh God, what's his name? Rich. I can't remember his last name now. Rich posted that he was going to buy this STL file, which wasn't a copy of another project, and I was like, oh wow, that looks actually quite good. It was Wolverine and an X-23 pair, and I was thinking about maybe I'll buy them. I looked into it, and to buy the pair of these files in quarter scale, actually, sorry, well, the scale don't matter because you can stretch them.
Adjust.
But it was apparently good enough to print in quarter scale, and it was €35 for the pair.
Wow.
Obviously, you need to still print them, which will cost you probably $100 or a couple $100. But to buy the file is next to nothing. and that was
Shit.
by doing that. I mean, they're
That's
selling.
gonna be what's gonna happen. That's gonna be the downfall of it all. People are just gonna start fucking printing their own shit and getting them painted.
Yeah. I mean, painters.
Hopefully the painters get more and more expensive. To that's the idea.
Well, a lot of painters like they're getting their own 3D printers now, and there's only a matter of time before 3D printers just kind of all of a sudden just price goes down. Like at the moment there's still new technology ish. They're still advancing quite quickly, and once they get to a point where the technology stagnates, the price will just drop. The same. Look at televisions. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. My television that I had, which you take, but actually you didn't take a piss out of that one. You took a piss out of this one. But the one I had on my wall before, literally, is from 2005 or 4, and at the time it was £2,000. It was 2,000. It was £2,000 for a 42-inch plasma screen, right? And then what happened is then everyone kind of like, I think it was to do with painting, when they painted the technology with TVs. The after a year or 5 years or whatever the period was, the prices were ludicrous, and LG owned it all. And then what happened now, I mean, you can buy a TV for £300, and
I mean, for £2,000, I could buy myself a car, drive myself to your shop, and buy that fucking TV, and have change to take the wife out for lunch.
Yeah. But it was when they weren't everywhere. They weren't, they were brand new technology.
What happens when it's new is they have a patent on it, and I think the patent lasts only, I think it's 5 years. I think it's 5 years, and then you have to allow basically others to be able to basically use it. It becomes open information. The second that happens, all of the value of them completely drops,
well,
that just goes on and on and on. It's just all the high tech stuff is just readily available, and everybody makes it now. So there's no value. You can't do them skyrocket prices.
Originally, what happened as well was every flat screen TV, I believe, the components inside were all LG. LG owned it all. It was their patent for most of it, and then that's when they come out. I think for plasma that was, and that's the TV was ludicrous anyway. It wasn't even that good. I think it was like 4. No, is it 360? I think it was not even 720. It was like 360 or 460.
Shit, man.
Yeah. Anyway, that's that. So, Nick Church, good. Good, you guys have touched on this. Community needs to be fully aware of the scammers. I believe that. I believe as a channel or as a group where we have, I don't know how many we've got now, 10, 11,000 people. We've got nearly 14,000 people here. If you have that following as such, you have a responsibility to inform people. And I think that is important. I don't think that you should shy away from it. And when other channels we know that have similar following, they shied away from a lot of it, and maybe that's been our downfall as such, where we don't get the numbers because we upset people, and then all of a sudden we lose 100, 200, 300 people who support that person, and that's happened a lot. But I think there's more integrity involved, and more the responsibilities important. I think is important.
Dude, rather live one day as a tiger than a whole lifetime as a worm, right? You got to do what you if you're about fucking surviving and getting your head in the fucking sand and trying to worry about your numbers all the time, that's fine.
The good shit, yeah.
I'd rather just be remembered for being honest.
Yeah,
I'd rather just be remembered for that. I don't really get it. Being liked is irrelevant to me. It's never been important in my life.
I think it'll be remembered for a lot of things.
I'd hope so.
Yeah. I don't know if any of them are good.
Don't care. That don't mean anything to me. The one thing that nobody can call me is dishonest. The only person that can call me dishonest is Andy Fusco.
You talking about the Hammer Time. MC Hammer Time.
No, not Hammer Time. I'm talking about that fucking Spider-Man review. It's the only one I've ever been dishonest on. He's the only person that can say I'm dishonest. He's the only one that could probably call me that.
I thought you were talking about Hammer Time.
Because I lied right to that guy's face. Yeah, I like it.
I need to watch that. I need to vomit in my mouth. I was going to say, got whiskey and yes, it's got ice. So cheers to everyone.
Cheers. God bless. Now my gym is open. I'm back on water because got to get in training now.
Well,
man.
I mean, I just completed my 10th training session since back. So yeah, I'm trying to train.
You need to fucking ease up on your forearms, man. Every idea you ever send me is like it's got something to do with forearms. You obviously got some sort of issue with your forearms that you don't want to discuss.
No, so basically, no. I made a
fat grip bar.
I made a roller. I made one of those, and I did it because I remember using one a long time ago, and I looked them up, and they were only like 30 quid, but the ones that were 30 quid looked like crap. And I thought to myself, oh fuck it, I'd rather make one, and I made it. It actually looked pretty good, and I used it. And when I use it, it's my forearms they feel like they're on fire. I love it. But anyway, and then I also wanted fat grips for a long time, and they've always been because I like when you do dumbbells and stuff. I like doing my forearms as well. So what I do sometimes, which is quite bad for my wrist, is when I do the concentration ones, I will go down and I'll open my hand up to roll my hand, so like that. And
yeah, of course.
And then kind of roll it back up. But I think that's quite bad for my wrist. But so I've been doing that to kind of do my forearms for whenever I used to train.
You do also engage a little bit of the bicep head doing that. But I do know that technique. I've seen that before, but it's just quite funny now because now you keep talking about it. I'm just going to rip the shit out of your forearms because I know you're saying there's something going on.
No, it's not.
There's something going on. You're standing there naked in the mirror with your shirt off, going, look pretty good, but forearms fucking small. Need to do something about it.
I think if I'm standing looking in the mirror naked, the forearms are the last of my fucking worries. I'll tell you that. But no, no. So I've always wanted them, but the thing is,
look, my cock is as thick as my forearms. What the?
It's all about what's going on here, you know. But no, it's like the orange ones have always been like £35, and I'm like,
the rubber ones,
yeah,
the ones that go over the top.
Well, the orange ones are about that thick, and then you got the blue ones, which are a bit thinner. And most people will have the blue ones, but I've always wanted both, and. I found this code for my protein, and basically this code is like the best fucking code ever, and it just gives you like really good discount. And I thought, and then what happened was they got the fat grips back in, so I got the blue one and the orange one both for like 30 quid. So I thought, fuck it, I'll do it. So I got them anyway. And I quite like when I do preacher curls and stuff like that. I like having the thick bars. I like doing it because I don't train my back as much as you. I don't have like a lat pull down at home. I don't have cables to do other stuff. So my grip probably ain't as good as it could be. And also, I mean, I did when I was doing like jiu-jitsu and stuff like that. One of the guys there, he was always doing loads of grip and forearm stuff. And
they do fucking crazy, man.
So I quite like a lot of the stuff he was doing as well. He does some real obscene stuff. I mean, when you look at his training videos, I think I sent you one, and you were just like, "Yeah, that's what the fuck is he doing that for?" And I'm like, "Well, that's catered for his fighting."
Yeah.
So, you know. But anyway,
when if that's the whole thing, isn't it? When you get hold of your gi and shit, you've got to try and like break the grip, and that's fucking well hard when they know what they're doing.
Well, there was a guy who was on Ninja.
You just think they're fucking glued to you. You're like, Jesus Christ, he's got resin stuck on his hands? What the fuck is happening? He's like banging his hands. It's not coming off.
He's I think when I met him first, he was about like 16 or so. Like he was really like a little skinny kid. And then he is really like now, I mean, he must be like 30 now or something, but he is a really good jiu-jitsu fighter. He's like really, really, really good. He tried MMA, I think, and got knocked out, but jiu-jitsu, he's really good. And then he started then getting into like powerlifting and stuff like that, and he fucked his back, and then he fucked his back doing something else. And then
Bushy's high level jiu-jitsu, I think. Isn't he black? Isn't he black belt?
Yeah, he's an instructor, yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Honestly,
man. Bushy, yeah.
I fucked about a bit, but I can't get used to being on my back at all. So it was just something to just learn some basics for like doing cage fighting stuff. Yeah, but honestly, it was not for me. And I'll admire them guys because they get hold of you, man. They'll twist you up like a fucking pretzel. I tell you that.
I enjoyed it. I mean, I enjoyed it the time I did. Problem is the if you train with the wrong people,
you.
You get hyperextended, and they go a little hard when they do armbar, or when you're doing a roll and not roll like when you go over like a scenario kind of thing, and
drills. Drills.
Sorry. When you do a drill, like basically they'll do the armbar part, but they'll like give it an extra bit like that. And
I stopped training at London Shoe Fighters because of that.
What happened
I went to Luton Storm because London Shoe Fighters, after being there for like about fucking 6-7 months, I couldn't face it anymore because everyone in there was just acting like they were going to be an ex fucking John Jones, and you're doing drills and trying to learn shit, man, and people were hitting you with real stuff. And every fucking session, there'd be like people like, right, after this, we're going to go outside, we're going to have a fight. Because, you know what I mean? Because it got so serious. And you just be like, I'm not fucking learning enough. I need to learn more. I want to run through this. I want to practice this. And I can't deal with the fucking ego. I need people. Because when you're good, there's no ego. The best people I've ever met, they don't have any. They're just like,
if you, the other thing is, there was one of them where a guy done my in the armbar really hard, and we were rolling, but he was only sparring, and he'd done it really hard, and then I thought to myself, that's going to really hurt tomorrow, and then we went again, and I grabbed him and guillotined him, and he literally tapped, and I just fucking like really yanked it on, and then I pushed him on the floor, and he's like, what the fuck was that all about? So we're even there then, yeah, and he was like. I won't roll with him again now because he was some like judo guy and he got really good. He got really, really good. So yeah, it fucked me up now. But I mean, I rolled with a couple of black belts, and it's horrible. It's really, really horrible when you do that.
Demoralizing is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like anything you think of, they know what you're going to think, and then whatever you try and do, it's almost like you're slow motion. And they because I mean, obviously they're such high level, they just counter everything. And I rolled with, do you know? Actually, he was in UFC. Hodge Gracie. Yeah,
who?
Hodge Gracie. He was in like a heavyweight. I think he was in like Bellator or something.
One of the Gracie brothers, Hexen.
Yeah, no. His name's Hodge Gracie. I
don't know that name.
It was just like,
if somebody's called Gracie and you get like, honestly, if someone is called Gracie, if someone is called Gracie and they ask you to roll with them, you say no. It's like that, you know. What's that?
But the thing about it though is it's almost like the comparison. Well, we're getting well off topic here, so we'll go back to statues in a second. The comparison I can make here though is. It was absolutely embarrassing. Every time I rolled with a black belt, absolutely embarrassing. I couldn't do anything to even get them in any kind of position or to even advance my own position. But the thing about it is that the comparison I'll make is it's almost like when you play snooker and then you go on a pool table. It's like when you roll with a black belt or a brown belt or whatever, and then you go on back, with you go back to someone your grade. You really then it improves you, and it kind of gets
of course it does, because it's the old saying, iron sharpens iron. I mean, that's why the best camps, they have the most competitive people in them, because they become so much better. It's the same with football teams, the same with rugby teams, the same with any sport. If you have good people around you, you become better as a result. I mean, literally, that's how it works. There's no doubt about that. That's half the battle. You've got to surround yourself with decent people to learn from. There's no doubt. I mean, for me, I always felt when I was doing this sort of thing that I always felt like that I was playing drafts and they were playing chess. That I knew one or two moves that I was going to do or plan to do, and then I felt literally like, they were on a different level. Like, honestly, they were moving laterally while I was trying to go forward. When I was going forward, when I was going laterally, they were going forward and back. It just was a fucking nightmare.
Do you remember in your old house when we were watching UFC and basically CB Dalloway, he choked someone out, and it was a Peruvian necktie. And
Peruvian necktie, yeah.
And basically at the time I was actually training. And you were shouting at the TV. You were a bit like, why the fuck did he tap? What the fuck is that all about? And I go, And I said to you, I go, that really hurts. And you were like, how the fuck does that hurt? I go, and he goes, you hardly touching him. I go, do you want me to show you? And you were like, yeah. And I tried to done it to you. And then I don't know what happened, but you tapped, and then something happened where the fucking something fell on the table, and that's when I cut my neck.
Oh, it shattered. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, the table, like literally, like I got you.
It's a tempered glass.
I done the move on you, and I think what happened was like the remote or a cup or something fell onto the table.
It was my get out of jail Peruvian necktie release, which was
you're like
something like.
And then fucking like it sliced my neck. Well, because I had a bit of fucking glass sticking out my neck. Jesus.
Good times.
Awesome. Yeah, it was fantastic. Fucking walking up the stair, and it was like fucking like painting the fucking wall. No joke. Yeah, we spoke about that. It's fine. Let's get back on track here. The great thing about Alex and Gio is that you can call on them to give advice and what to buy or not. Yeah, I mean, we can. Well, I mean, if you go through my actual PMs, and I'm sure it's the same with George, the amount of people who message me on a day-to-day basis saying, "Should I get this or this?" And it's like it's crazy.
I hate that question. Crazy. I hate them. I try and answer them a bit differently. This is what I would say. If you look at the stuff that I have, and you're like, I like almost everything he has, then you ask me a question. Then come to me and be like, I like this. What do you think? But if you don't, then I'm not a guy to ask, because there's a lot of. I mean, I'm a sucker for like certain tastes and certain things. I mean, if anything Martin Canal, I'm instantly gay for it. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter what it is. It really doesn't. It doesn't matter if I know the character, if I don't. I look at it and I'm like, oh, I really like that. And then I go, and Martin Canal fucking did it. I fucking knew he did that. I knew it like that. So there's like always styles and things that you sort of follow, that's sort of more your thing. So, it depends if the signature is right. The signature is important.
Well, as long as it's not the collector's market, then yeah.
What's that?
As long as it's not the collector's market, you asking anyone?
Listen. I don't dislike the market at all. I think the sculpt is magnificent, and I really do like it. But
isn't that Canal?
I have no idea. I really don't. I think the sculpt's unbelievable, and I've got no problem with the face. I've got no problem with the light up. I've got no problem with the little surfer or Nova. I just think it's badly painted. And I've seen a lot of them, and people. What really frustrates me is people say to me, "Yeah, but mine's great." I've heard that so many times, and I've even heard it when I'm standing there looking at theirs. They're like, "Yeah, it painted really well, my one, George. I told you." And I'm like, "No, it fucking isn't. It's fucking horrible. It's badly painted. It's just a bit. It's just really messy. It's just not. It's just a very messy paint, and I can't get round how messy and untidy it is. I can't pass it. It needs repainting. It just needs that. And I'm telling you, why I don't see millions of these fucking pieces repainted is beyond me, because it would be the absolute king of any collection if somebody cleaned the fuck out of that paint and just made it so they didn't overlap and go over other things, and then it like scuffs here and damage there, and it doesn't look right. It doesn't marry up. It's not. You know what I mean? It's just not done very well.
It's done by Chris Anker, David Igo, Ed Harris. Ed Harris did the paint. Ray Osorio.
Paint. He didn't paint your one.
No, didn't paint my one. He did all the. They did all the design, and then Ralph Cordero did the development. So yeah, no Canal on there. No Canal. All right, let's go through these comments quickly. Anyway,
all right, go.
All right, go. Stuart Fraser, like my brother as well. He's a piece of shit, unfortunately. Fair enough. I get what you're saying. But if my bro killed someone, I'm helping to bury the body, not asking whose fault it was. I love you guys, respect the viewpoint, of course. Kane Swiss, not statue related, but the
he's kind of friend you really
Lebanon was crazy.
He's Jason. He's going to be my best friend. You're going to be replaced.
Yeah.
Jason's going to be my new best mate.
Damn it. Yeah. I don't know much about the Lebanon stuff. I mean,
I saw it. Yeah,
I saw it, but it was the explosion of the ammonia and stuff like that, which is used to make bombs and fertilizer. So, anyway, let's not get into politics. The video says Statue Collector 117. I noticed the red hair in the Hulk as well. Daniel Ververka. Are you cats going to do any more CGC vids? We
need to really.
Yeah, with the lockdown, I mean, we just kind of put a lot of stuff on hold. Unfortunately, we do need to do. We have so much content. We have also our boy Adam, who sent us a list of a lot of ideas to do as well, and we need to kind of really crack on and just sit in front of the camera just for like fucking 2 weeks and just get everything filmed. We got like
it's really hard though because a lot of them are fillers. A lot of it is fillers, and a lot of channels are doing that at the moment, and it's kind of annoying. Yeah. It's kind of bothering me. Like it's like my favorite pieces, and you know why I should buy statues, and why I wouldn't buy this, and I just for me, I look at it sometimes, and I'm just a bit like, it's just to keep doing videos regularly, and it becomes like I'm looking for numbers, I'm looking for views, I'm looking for subs. It's not like I've got something to say. Like honestly, if Alex says to me on Tuesday, I'm like, how many pictures we've got? If he says 20, I'm gonna say I ain't fucking doing the chat. That's what's gonna happen. If we've got nothing to talk about, that's what's gonna. Because I talked to Alex
today.
Well, then this is over. Must have speak to you. Well, I know he doesn't because I've sent him 90 pictures, so I know for a fact that's not the case. But we got 91. So they're all mine then. But you get what I'm saying. It's kind of like I part of it. I like the list and I like the ideas, and I do something. Certain times I'm like, oh, you know, some of these are quite interesting, but so many of them is just like really shit sandwich fillers that I just think, fuck, you know, I really don't. I don't want to do like 50 videos like that. You know, why I chose glass instead of plastic. You know, why I bought the maquette. What is my favorite fucking Thanos statue? Sometimes I just think, you know, oh my fucking God.
What's my favorite ice cream?
Yeah. Mint choc chip.
Really?
No, I was going for you.
Oh.
No, not you?
I don't like mint choc chip at all.
I'm trying to think. I don't even know if I've ever seen fucking eating ice cream.
I'll tell you what I do. What I used to love, which I don't know if they still do it in America, but they stopped it here, was Haagen-Dazs did one called Chocolate Midnight Cookies, and holy shit, man! That I'm not really.
That just sounds like something you would eat. It just sounds like.
But the thing is I'm not really like. I like sweet stuff, but I don't like kind of really sickly stuff.
I really like this Haagen-Dazs strawberry cheesecake job.
I've got that in my freezer now. But but the chocolate midnight cookies was chocolate ice cream with chocolate sauce like swirled around inside. And the thing about it was the chocolate sauce didn't freeze, so it was like soft. And then it had cookies in it as well.
That sounds good.
Yeah,
sounds fucking good.
Chocolate midnight cookies. It was the fucking bomb, and I'll just sit there and eat a whole fucking tub of it.
That's the thing. You do have a sugar problem, like a genuine sugar problem.
I have an issue where is if I don't touch it, I'm okay. I'm all right. If I don't go near it, and I'm like, if Natalia comes down and she says like, "Oh, do you want a Kinder Hippo or whatever they're called?" and I'll go like, "Nah, I'm all right. I'm fine. I won't have any chocolate that day and whatever." If she says to me, "Do you want a hippo?" and she puts it down in front of me and I eat it, then I'm going to eat the whole fucking box. I'm going to eat like five of them hippos. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go in the cupboard. I'm going to eat all the fucking gummy bears. I'm going to go back. I'm going to have a can of Coke, and I'm like a fucking crack addict. But yeah, but no. Long story short, yeah. I mean, I've sold a lot actually, but I have a couple of hundred. I mean, I've got like I think 350 CGCs here. I'm still waiting on my Amazing Spider-Man #1 to come in. It's like stuck in New York, and I really hope it does turn up. But yeah, I'm waiting for that. But we will do a CGC video soon. I think I've got one actually on my editing block, but the problem is we did this green screen thing, and it was a bit wanky, and it basically looked like we were like really big, and it didn't work very well. You know, it was a bit cheesy. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, let's get through these comments. So you should change your name to Flagster to Wangster. Yeah. Kind of reminds me of a sleazy school bully who's jealous of other people's friendships. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Dude, honestly, if that guy could bully anybody, it'd be it must be like kindergarten people. You're joking.
Guys, I'm super tempted to get the XM Red Hulk. Do it.
Get it. It's nice, nice piece.
It used to be called Statue Collector 117. Yeah, I thought so. I remember that video. Fuck that guy. Yo, Mike Fodden, you're late.
Yo, fucking late, bitch.
Liam Best 499. Cheers, bro.
Thanks, man. God bless.
A sip of that. There you go.
Cheers. Thanks, man.
Supporting
the RaddTitan channel.
100% agree, Joe. With brothers is your brother, but if he's dumb, he'll always be dumb. I grew up with the same advice. Real talk.
I think it's just a case of, I say this thing to my wife. I'll be quick here because I don't want to go for every comment like this. But I say this thing to my wife. If I walk out of my house tomorrow, right, and something was to happen, I was killed in the street, for example. Let's say I get into a fucking scrap, get stabbed, get shot, something like that, right? If the police turn around or anybody was turn around and say this news and say, oh, he was a gentle soul, don't disgrace me. I say you don't ever, whatever it is, however I'm flawed, accept that that's, does that sound like me? If it sounds like me, then you've got to just accept that that's what happened. Not because I can't stand. I really just have a real problem with people just sort of like being like, oh no, that's not right. It's like, well, yeah, it fucking is. That's blatantly what he was like. So yeah, you just got to accept people for how they are. And once you do that, once you can accept that people not either at your standard or are higher than your standard or below your standard in whatever things you're thinking about, you can move on. And life is really easy because you're not holding everybody up against some sort of fucking thing that's impossible to live up to. It's just a case of, yeah, Alex is a really good friend for these reasons. He's a really shit friend for these reasons. But, does this outweigh this? And is this more important than that?
It's close.
It's close. But that's what's important. And you can you can always be okay with that. And I'm sure Alex will tell you exactly the same thing about me. I'm really good here. I'm really shit there. And
not to your face. All right. Yeah, John. It's Stanley. It's Stanley. It's from.
It looks as much like Stanley as your statue.
Yeah. It's actually a bit big. It's a big t-shirt. But I wanted to wear a black t-shirt. So.
Yeah, it's a good man like that.
So, 100% agree.
Yeah.
I heard what you said about the vinyl on the glass on the case. I did a video on it. I dropped an update video. Oh yeah, so this is Bogalars who did the videos about how to
build display units,
like the kind of cheap storage units, and turn them into acrylic cases. So he is now put out another video of how to do it cheaper. So that's cool. Check that out.
That's a long question.
Maverick, that was what I'm saying. Mavericks LB80. What the hell is recasting? So recasting in this day and age, I mean, it could be a bit different now as well, but it's different levels of it. So it could be that you actually get a statue which has been actually recasted. So they've taken another mold of the statue, reprinted it, and it's been then painted and whatever and sold. There were a lot of those when we got into the hobby. So there was the Spider-Man comic kit, there was the Iron Man,
Venom comic kit,
Venom. No, Venom. We'll go to that one after. There were a few others like that where they'd basically been recasted. Magneto as well, XM Magneto. But the issue with them is you could tell quite easily because they were slightly smaller than the actual pieces. Because when you make a mold, it will shrink by 3-4%, whatever it is, depending on how complex it is. And then they were easier to spot. Then I think apparently what happened then with the Venom was the factory printed like another 100 or something and sold those on. And there was the fact that the Venom was the same kind of size as the other Venoms. And then also in this day and age, you could probably just scan a statue and then 3D print it. So I don't know. They're all recast
possibilities.
Right? Copied.
They are. Yeah. Copied. Basically, it's not an official item. It's not a legitimate item. It's a black market item. It is made. It is copied. It is not, basically none of the people that worked on it, that worked on the original, get anything for that. So it's one of those ones, really.
And it's not the same as customs. That's a whole other conversation. But
that's different shades of grey, that shit.
Did you manage to find out about Plex or NAS? I'm going to go NAS. I just think it's much simpler. I'm not really a fan of. I'm going to go to NAS and have Plex as well. But I don't know. I don't. People were just suggesting sticking everything on cloud. I don't want to do that. I don't feel comfortable having like 5 terabytes of my stuff on cloud and paying a monthly subscription to do that. I'd rather have the actual physical hard drives and have access that way. That's what I prefer.
Oh, computer stuff. I thought this was the sex game.
No. I want to.
Yeah, I heard you. I saw your post. I ignored it.
Server. Moses, have you guys ever bought a statue on eBay only to receive it damaged? Will eBay give you money back guarantees cover it? Yeah, I received one a long time ago, but the last one I haven't bought. Actually, I have bought some on eBay, and they've all been pretty good. The last one I can recall straight away was Jake Sully from Avatar, and that one turned up quite badly broken.
It's a long time ago, though, man. The rules changed all the time. You need to stay on top of what's going on. It's very hard because even the global shipping thing now is changing, and I don't even know what's going to happen with that. We're taking our life in our hands, trying to have something arrives broken. Usually, global shipping cover you, but I don't know what's happening today. So you just got to be very, very careful.
PayPal rules have changed as well, so a lot of stuff's not covered. So that will then screw over the buyer, more likely. So it all depends on the scenario, really. Because a lot, I don't know again where you are, because a lot of the
my advice.
A lot of the delivery companies and couriers in the UK will not cover statues at all. I know there are some in the USA that do, and if it gets damaged in shipping, then they can do an insurance claim. But over in the UK, none of ours cover statues. So
yeah,
it depends where you are.
The best thing you can do if you're a seller is basically take pictures of your item and take pictures with the person's name, the eBay person that's purchased it. Just basically write their eBay account on a piece of paper, take pictures of the statue, and basically say, like, look, this is mint. Box it up, take pictures of the box, take pictures of the packaging, and then say to the buyer, are you happy to proceed based on the condition I've sent it to you and the pictures of the boxes and stuff and how I packed it? Once they say yes, then you're always going to have the argument and the defense of, you know what, before I sent the item, it was fucking mint, so I shouldn't be liable. Whether or not that works, you've just got to hope that logic prevails, really.
Yeah. So, what's your thoughts on XM Red Hood? We got those in the photos. Don't worry. Flankster rhymes with Wankster. True story. Tony Curtis. Being only collected a year now, I saw Flankster's video and thought, what a prick. And then heard the stories what's come back. If you Google his name on Facebook, and you're in a lot of groups,
Sean Sanders,
you will find so many posts about him. So many posts. So it's not just us. All mind a cheap 3D printer. Yeah, I mean,
welcome to a lot of people's worlds.
Why not? Obviously, there's the element of you need a 3D printer that's going to print some of the torsos and parts big enough as well. Because obviously you can print an arm, you can print a head, you can print, feet, hands, whatever, but you need to actually print the longer parts without having too many seams. Cranky Collector, my Sony Bravia 40-inch was 2,500 back in 2005. I believe it.
Yeah, they're making money fucking for old rope back then, man.
Not even here for statues anymore. Hear about sports and life advice.
That's it. And anything we can help
Color
you
3D printers are coming, and the results are amazing. When they get cheaper, there'll be no need for painters. Yeah, that's all going to be the way as well. They'll actually you'll print it already painted. So, yeah, definitely. I weighed a ton. My 55-inch Bravia for a few years ago was around £800. I took my LG off the wall only recently because we moved house here about 10 years ago, and I don't really sit in here very much. So I had the TV on the wall. And then when I wanted to watch Netflix, because my TV was really light, I just carried it downstairs whenever I wanted to sit down and watch a film. And basically, recently my girlfriend moved and brought a TV, so we lifted it off the wall, and yeah, it weighed a fucking ton. It was literally really, really heavy. Maybe like 20, 30 kilos this TV. So to now what it is now is like 3-4 kilos, whatever they are now. Nothing. Integrity is a hard thing to find in people nowadays. 100%.
It is when the market or the surrounding people really don't want to miss out on things. That's when integrity suffers. is when people are like, I know you're wrong, but you might make a really cool statue. So I don't want to be on the wrong side of you. You might make a really cool Wolverine or a really cool Magneto, and I just don't want to miss that. So I'm just gonna, I'm gonna just stick my tongue up your ass and follow you around like a fucking puppy until you make a project I really want, so that I can get sort of something out of it. And that's where integrity dies. That's where in our community it suffers, because, like I say, it's not about who's right or who's wrong. It's about who's more valuable to you. Well, and that's what's wrong. That's what's fucking wrong with it. That's where it's really wrong. When it's like, oh well, let's say for example, I don't know, we fell out with another channel over something. People will actually be like, well, who does more giveaways? Who provides me with more stuff? Where do I have better options? Who sells more stuff? Who am I better off? You know what I mean? And that's what they judge who's right and who's wrong by some people. And that's what's sad, because it should be about what happened. Like what happened between these two people.
It's called FOMO. It's like fear of missing out. That's the problem.
It's that what it's called? Is that a real thing?
Yeah, it's called FOMO. Yeah, FOMO. And also the other side of it as well is, I mean, even when we fell out with BMR or whomever we fell out with, I mean, that was 5 years ago. But when we fell out with him, we never said anyone who follows BMR, we don't want to have anything to do with. We were just like, we were just like, carry on, do what you're doing. And he actually was removing everyone who had any kind of link to RaddTitan, and it was just hilarious. It's like we've never get into a case where we're like, if you're on this channel or that person's channel, then we're not following, we're not part of you anymore. We've never done that. There's no point.
Well, I don't know, because I don't think you can really anyway. I don't see the value in that kind of mentality personally.
Yeah,
but everyone's different. This is the thing.
All right, let me get through these comments. God damn it.
Go.
We all love Arm Day, Gio. Every day in my gym is Arm Day. That's the only thing I can do.
The thing is you'd be surprised, but it's actually the one area of my physique or training that I do the least. It's because I train back, and I do, I don't know, like chest and stuff like that. And the arms just take care of themselves. It's like I try and say this to Alex with forearms. You do enough back, you fucking don't need to touch your forearms, because you're doing so much grip work. Your radial brachialis is on fire 90% of the time. But Alex, because he's got no pull downs, or it's the same with bent over rows. You can do all shit like that, supinated grip, today, all that sort of shit. You do all that sort of stuff. That works, man. That'll work them.
I did actually. I got my fat grips today, and I didn't use them, but I did do back today.
Good boy.
So, yeah. But again, it was all. It was all barbells and dumbbells. Cheers, Joe. Honesty is better than popularity all day. Why people trust your reviews? Edwin Diaz, not the Capitals, the one who in the picture looks like Tony Ferguson. I'm going to say it again. Yo-Yo thoughts on XM Gambit symmetry. Issue with the cars looking pretty good overall. Debating on getting the Sideshow or the XM. We'll get onto the XM issues later on. Keep it all together. Double Dutch Rodder will help with your wrists. Good. I'll remember that next time I see Gio. We'll sort that out. Do the reverse curls for your forearms. I saw these actual ones I really like, which are curls where you go like that, and then you go like that, and you go down. I saw those the other day. I might try them out next time, because I do need to work on my forearms.
Are you doing that with a dumbbell though?
Yeah.
I was going to say, because with a bar or with anything like that will be too hard, to try and turn.
No.
It'll have to be a dumbbell. So you can literally just go like that.
Yeah. Otherwise you go.
Well, at least it's harder. You'd be like, whoosh.
Yeah. I do the fucking clapping fucking press ups and shit. Everyone, Alex is looking 10 years younger. X cross X flattery will get you everywhere, my friend.
Well, it will indeed.
Standing in front of the mirror naked, looking at forearms is a sign of chronic masturbator. No comment. The trick is Pornhub, bro. Liam is saying. Do you guys watch Larry's Wheels on YouTube? Freaky, strong as fuck.
I've seen him. I have. Yeah, I've seen him. Yeah, he's this black guy, and he's fucking strong, man.
I tell you what I've seen.
He's really strong. He takes on strong men and some other things like challenges. He's freakishly strong.
Yeah. Have you seen what's that guy? What's Ryan Reynolds' character in Blade 3?
I don't fucking know.
Hannibal King. Hannibal King?
No.
There's a channel. There's a channel.
What are you talking about?
There's a guy called Hannibal Is King.
Yeah,
and
street stuff he's
yeah,
doing.
he does all the flagging
too.
and stuff like that. It's ridiculous. Does all like the muscle ups and stuff like that. It's fucking crazy, absolute crazy. My screen is broken, hence the typos. Darren Crowford, yo, I'm late. Welcome, glad you joined us. Alex and Gios, please don't do those the fluff videos. I bet is that the Dutch Runner one. The filler videos maybe. What do you guys think of the situation with shipping costs and the COVID tariff?
I think it's a load of fucking bullshit. I think it's a way for scamming shit cunts to actually really take the piss.
No.
There's a lot of people doing it.
Well, there is a thing with businesses doing it. Businesses are under the tax. There is
businesses,
but you're talking about
customs. I'm talking about customs, man.
You're talking about two different things. So the COVID tariff is like a percentage they're added on top of the actual shipping. But then there is the other side of it where there are a lot of custom commissioners who are putting out their shipping rates, and they're fucking obscene. And the thing is most of those commissioners, if shipping from the factory, they'll be using the factory's rates, which are going to be much lower.
Ludicrously less.
So if you go onto like Google, you look up FedEx China rates, type in the dimensions, and it will literally, whatever you can see on the screen is going to be much less that they're getting as a rate.
Yeah, around about like anywhere between 30 and 40% less.
And they're skimming off the top easy. I did.
So
we did
basically,
it
would create. Let's say on their rates cost $200. They're going to be paying around about $90, something stupid like that, to $100, and then they're going to be and then they're charging you fucking $700. And the thing is, you're basically you're paying out of the arse for shit.
We saw one where it was about $700, and literally when I did a basic search as a member of public looking up a FedEx in China, it was like, I think it was 444, 446 or something like that, and that was a random person doing it. Again, if the factory has it, they're getting much better rates, and they're just fucking scamming people left and right.
So even if it was a random person, you were getting it shipped like that, which they don't allow you to do, by the way.
There are certain people who won't let you ship within China.
So you can't even
use the forwarder.
Yeah, so you can't even do it. So you can't even have the option of going, well, let me just give me the dimensions and the weight, and I'll sort it myself. But what's priceless is you're getting like 400 and it's like 700. So that's 300 on top, and they're probably paying less than half of that on their deal. So you're talking mega. I mean, you're talking $500 profit.
Yeah.
That's fucking. You should walk yourself into your bathroom, whoever's doing that. Take a look in the mirror, and then you should fucking slap yourself until literally you're unconscious through just being such a dirty, fucking sneaky bastard. Because that is fucking horrendous. That is absolutely disgusting. You know,
Manuel Dunn wants top five video on favorite toes.
We need Nate for that.
Ain't going to be any. What was that?
We can need Nate for that one. He's the toe man, isn't he?
Well, also, if you subscribe to our monthly subscription, it will be one of the members' videos that you'll get to see.
Yeah, Grandma June. We'll talk about Grandma June and her fucking 27 toes.
Well, she had 12 toes. It's not 27, man. Fucking exaggerating. Anyway,
she's fucking 6 on each feet. What the fuck?
Well, where she grew up.
Bet you never saw her fucking
where she grew up, man. Where she grew up and when she grew up, there was no TV, so the inbreeding was a thing, you know. I thought Alex would.
When all the other kids could count to 10, she was the only one that could count to 12.
Yeah, I thought I actually do love rum and raisin stuck on Bonferno. Rum and raisin, I really like.
Do you? I've never tried it.
Rum and raisin's good. No, it's really good, really good.
Never tried it. Orchid
Voodoo. Hey gents, good God, Alex is 12 years old. I'll go with that.
This is all good compliments. So you take that, man.
I'll take that. Take that all fucking day.
Take that shit to the bank.
I think it's also because I'm not much, but I've trained a little bit, so my double chinning is bad as well. So that was one of the things that got me brave enough to shave off my beard.
Yeah, this is what I'm fucking dealing with and all.
True Geo, preach. Alex, do you still have the Iron Studios Punisher? If so, what do you display it in?
We do have him.
No, I do. He goes in a Detov or a Besta because I did see your post, Mike. I was meant to reply to it. I don't have the Glasvik doors. I think you're asking about. I have the Tomba doors, and with the Tomba doors, you can get away with quite a bit more space. I currently have him in a Struva with no glass, and I have him. I think I have him with the Uzi at the moment, so he takes up less room. And then in front of him, I think I have the old Green Goblin. That's what I think I'm doing at the moment. But if you were going to go with the sniper rifle, he's too big. He's too tall. So you would have to cut off the top of the rifle.
D-top, man.
Or
D-top.
He goes to D-top beautifully. Yeah.
That's a D-top ready piece, that man. That's where that needs to go.
Lots of copies of licensed pieces going on their 3D groups. Loads of really
almost all of them.
Well, they did the Batman Sanity and a really, really shit version of it as well. Survival Comics, Alex, when is XM going to do some proper new reveals? Don't know, mate. Well, we did Shauna. We just did Shauna. So yeah, Shane.
Do some proper reveals and shit.
Yeah, do some proper stuff. I like you guys because you keep it simple and real. We try and be really complex.
Well, just simple is enough.
Integrity is doing the right thing when no one is watching. Exactly.
That's a very good. Exactly. That's a fucking great quote.
I don't have any. I don't know what this. Oh, integrity. Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I believe Dorian Yates never trained forearms. Well, that's because he was always training back. So that backs up what you were saying. I actually saw him. He's actually quite short, isn't he?
I don't think he's very big. No, he's not a very big guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he is old, and you do lose like height.
Happy JCG. That's why he's called Zotman Cole. Yeah, that's exactly what he's called.
I've never heard of that.
Alex, you've lost weight. What happened? Yeah, I've lost a little bit. Thank you for noticing. Thank you. My favorite Scooby Doo workshop. Fantastic guy. A great. Oh no, Scooby. He's he actually got done, didn't he? Because he was bashing. Oh no! I think it was an April Fool's thing. Don't worry. I think he was doing. He done an April Fool's where he was bashing steroids, and then it turned out it was an April Fool's thing. And he's like, the next video is like, yeah, I fucking take steroids. Don't matter. He was a bit of a dick. He's got a big chest, and he wears a stupid hat. Have you seen him, Scooby?
I like Bro Science. That guy fucking cracks me up, man, all the time.
Bro Science. Yeah, it's very good editing as well. I used to like the Hodge twins, but then they got a bit political and they just went on about everything in the end, and I lost.
I like the Hodge twins. They made me fucking crack up.
I stick my mushroom tip in sugar walls.
Nice.
The Christian show, guys. I was introduced to the world of customs, thinking I wasn't going to be into them, and now I can't stop looking at the next one. I want to buy. Have you seen the Curse of Spawn statue?
Oh no, the one there. Yeah.
Well, the Curse of Spawn statue. What happened with that one was, I think it was Northeast Studios, and then they took a load of money and fucked off. So some other commissioner picked it up and took it over. So yeah,
I've seen that. I've seen that piece.
I've actually, if you type in RaddTitan Spawn, you'll see the actual original one of that because I saw it in I think Thailand or a convention. So you'll see that on the video. Liam Best. I had to pay £550 shipping for Hulk transformation. The statue has gone to at least 700 countries before coming to the UK. Still waiting.
There's a guy on a fucking canoe that has got it.
Yeah.
Right now.
Alex, talking about lifting weights, spat on my beard. It's too funny, no offense. Fuck you. Get on a bike. I don't know if that's said. I've actually ordered an exercise bike. Joe Rogan and Dorian Yates podcast episode is amazing. Highly recommended. Great conversation with Len. Look, I listened to it. It was very good. It was a lot of talk about him with cannabis and stuff for his pain, wasn't it? House of Gog. Alex lost 10 pounds of facial hair. I shaved my nuts too, so it was about 20 pounds. Man, jumped in really late this evening. I guess I have to catch up with the majority of the rewatch. What I found out, actually, Mike messaged me. And apparently he was watching the show last time we were on, and the adverts were every 3 minutes. What happened was I set the advertising thing to auto, and Google literally fuck you, like YouTube fuck you. They do adverts every 3 minutes or whatever it is. So I had to go back in and change that.
Yeah, do your job manually, motherfucker. I'm so lazy.
Well, no, because what happens is after you do the show, so we finish at like 1 or 12:30, and it has to process, and it can take a couple of hours to process. So I'm sleeping, and it auto does it, and then it does it really bad. So
I saw it. It was like when I looked at the video, it was like loads of yellow.
Yeah,
it was right in the
all
middle.
at the beginning. Artemis Dolgen is a solid guy, honest and open. I'm not sure who he is.
Don't know him. Yeah,
you guys seen
hit me up with that.
Weapon X in the Tube custom? Yep, we've got pictures of that.
Yeah,
Don't worry. Yeah, the adverts were crazy. Sorry about that. I went back and I sorted it out after Mike sorted out. Yeah. All right, that's actually the comments we've caught up.
Good.
Fine.
Go pictures.
Let me just go get some whiskey.
Oh my god, motherfucker! You come back with like fucking a million comments again.
Actually, I'm going to go wee as well. What happened in the football this week? Fuck's sake.
You want me to talk about that? Glory, Man United. While he's at the wheel. Oh. The thing is with him, right? He's got a bladder of like a tiny child. So, and what's worse is, when we're out in public, he says that quite loud so everyone can hear it. Be like, yeah, I need to go wee. And you're just like, for fuck's sake, you feel like fucking Tom Cruise in Rain Man. Like, okay. Fucking expect him to start being like, oh, Charlie Babbitt. Fucking hell, do you know what I mean? Who's on first? I think, to be honest with you, looking at the way the community is at the moment, I mean, there's a lot of fucking good shit. Definitely a lot of things to see. There's probably more options now than there's ever been. It's a good time to be in this game. But customs is fucking getting shadier by the week. All these prices and shit for all this for shipping, and then their prices are going up, and I'm seeing the same type of characters made all the time. It's just becoming so obviously a money grab. It's fucking alarming.
Oh yeah.
What's that in front of you? What's that? Who is that?
Oh, it's a bottle. Sorry. I thought it was ice cream or something, because the bottle was so close to the camera. It looked like little pots of fucking dessert. I was like, oh, it's talking about desserts. Yeah, hold up. I'm going to pull this out. There you go. Woo.
I'm going to look at cars tomorrow, so that's going to be good. If you think I'm yawning a lot on these fucking channels, you should watch what I'll be like tomorrow morning with my wife, walking around Audi.
So, did you guys see the two? Yep, we got that on there. X-Force Wolverine coming soon. Franco, Subhouse of GOG. I don't get adverts on YouTube. Lucky you. It must be YouTube Red. Do you watch them earlier? Did you watch him earlier? Okay. Chelsea fan. I don't know what this. Oh, were you talking about football or something? And we broke off. What happened to Sheffield Wednesday? Is that club still around? Alex is very lucky. I've noticed that he has his girlfriend serving him food and drinks. I have to run to the kitchen myself. Yeah, she's not bad. It's not bad. I can't complain.
I'm not missing. My wife goes to sleep. So what happens with me is that when she knows I'm doing the chat every week, she gets an early night so she can catch up on sleep, because my fucking boy he's funny as shit, man.
Alex is in the bathroom measuring his forearms. Yeah.
That's coming off the night, that is. That's fucking brilliant.
Sean,
come on,
UK Sean, yeah. Oh, yeah. UK Sean, statue collector, LOL. Yes. Greg, as everyone else in my family has gone to bed, yeah. The boys are running the house of GOG. You guys are awesome, man. Thanks to RaddTitan Review of Moonstone and Jack. I'm following their work. My girlfriend absolutely loves.
Fucking wicked.
She loves Moonstone. Is her favorite statue of any piece I've ever shown her. And
She's artistic, though, your missus. So that's the reason.
Yeah,
she's very artistic. People that are quite artistic in the way that's a piece that will definitely grab you.
Do you say artistic or autistic?
Take it any way, which way you want.
Yeah, they do fantastic.
With that fucking slick back head thing that you've just sorted now, you look fucking autistic. What the fuck are you doing?
Fuck your couch, you fucking Brock Lesnar wannabe cunt. Ever watched interviews with Lee Priest, the old schooler, is hilarious. Is Lee Priest the one with the tattoo on his face?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a dick.
Yeah, he's not very nice. Superman guy.
It's horrible.
He just comes across like a fucking bellend. He does.
Yeah,
he don't come across as right.
I need to buy some of those. Some of that. I just said Japanese whiskey. Oh, you need to buy some of that. I actually don't like Japanese whiskey. It's a bit harsh. I drank a load of it when I was in Japan, and I found it quite harsh.
With your hair like that, you're like Jim Carrey, lemony snickets.
What about your fucking hair? You fucking brush head.
What's wrong with my hair? What's wrong with my hair? Like that. What's wrong with my hair?
Looks like your mum cut your hair before she fucking took you to school. Fucking
How do you look like that?
Jesus, what happened there? Did your balls fucking think they didn't drop or something? Fucking sucked up in your body?
Did the balls drop or did they go back up again? Shut up, you fucking Jim
just
Carrey
watched the
looking
Matrix
slag.
LEG with the wife over the last few days. Jesus, that third film is fucking brutal. I forgot what the crap ending the series had. Yeah, I actually that's on my list as well to watch through. But again, with part 3, I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I want to start it. I want to watch 1 and 2, but 3's bad.
Yeah.
And one of the things as well is my girlfriend wants to watch 3 because the guy's called the Architect, isn't he? So she's the Architect, yeah. Kate Swiss is amazing to read. You're awesome too, obviously. We have a large autistic fan base. I lived in Japan for 7 years. That whiskey grows on your hairs on your chest. I don't think I need any help with.
If he grows any more hairs on his fucking chest, he'll have a jumper.
If I grow any more fucking hairs on my chest, I'm going to be locked up and fucking put in a circus as a dog boy.
Bigfoot in the Henderson's looking motherfucker.
Hair on your chest and blood in your stool. His forearms would fit good in one of my Putin statues, perfect size. Yeah, cock. United had a good game earlier today.
I missed it. I'm going to watch it as soon as this is over, so I don't even know the result at the moment. But I'm hopeful that we played some of the youth today.
Fourth Matrix is in production. Yeah, the funny thing about that is she looks rough as fuck. It's like literally like Keanu has fucking aged really well. And you see him pulling up. He's got his stubble. His cool John Wick look about him. And then she's on the back of his bike, and you're like, yeah, man, you need to get an upgrade there. Neo, man, you need to dump her.
Yeah, don't take your mum to work.
United had a good game earlier on today, apparently. The burn isn't the whiskey, it's your ulcers. His stomach ulcers. All right, let's go on to this. Let's do this.
How many pitches you got? 90?
283.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you mean, really? Will you just...
Oh, dear. Okay, let's go.
All right. Well, share screen.
We've got no time now for technical failures. Fuck nut. We've got to move.
Fucking luck. All right, let me get my phone because then I can look at the comments.
I've seen this fucking thing before, haven't I?
All right. Can you see that? Can you see this one?
Yes, I can.
This is the Astro Boy. This is their second Astro Boy, which they look pretty damn cool, actually. If I've seen some of the Astro Boy stuff. I mean, it's a bit before my time. It's an old ongoing thing, and Japanese. But yeah, it's very cool.
This is what I think. I'm bored already.
Yeah, Blitzway doing some really nice stuff, and it's good to kind of see them doing it.
I swear I've seen this already, no?
No, they did another one where he's in a capsule kind of thing.
And in a capsule there?
No, he's like on a table, like an operating table.
No.
So there's that. It's very cool.
Okay.
This then is the Iron. So this is the Infinity Studios. This is Zhao Yun. And this is part of their, I think, Destiny Warrior line or wherever it is, where they got the guys all on the horses. I've seen some of these, and they do look pretty damn cool. But again, they're huge, and just something that I don't have the space for.
Yeah, that's cool. Why are the pictures so fucking small, man?
Sorry, well, how small?
Where's this fucking Honey I Shrunk Your Pictures shit? What's going on?
What's that about?
I've got all this big white fucking screen that I don't need, and I got all this like picture in the middle of it. Like, what's going on?
Is that
I feel like it's as usual suspects, and I'm only one cunt in the fucking lineup.
Is that better or not, dickhead?
I don't know why the white things are so big. That's better than it was.
Well, because the picture's not full screen.
What's going on? Yeah. I can hear me now.
Yeah.
There you are, that's better. Much better.
Yeah, no, it depends whether it's portrait or landscape. If it's portrait, you're going to get the white borders on the side, dick splash. Anyway.
Fucking Kevin Spacey, usual suspect shit.
With that as well, you get these sort of like coins.
It's really cool. Details in it are really nice. Like the coin idea as well. Yeah,
there's the baby on this over his shoulder. And a horse there as well.
Very realistic, very nice.
Yeah, very cool. And you also, with this one, you get a banner as well as the coins.
Looks like a real material banner, that one as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Nice.
And there's some more other coins. This then is the Iron Studios 1/10 Batman, and I think these are hilarious. I'm glad. I wouldn't buy them personally, but I actually am glad that someone's making them because I think they're hilarious. Adam West was iconic as Batman, and this is a scene where he basically is on his surfboard with the shark repellent, and it's just, he has a can of shark repellent, and there's actually a thing where they have him on the boat with the guys from Jaws, and he's standing behind with his shark repellent. It's hilarious.
Okay.
Fourth Matrix in production came to us. Matrix 4 and John Wick 4, the same release date right now. Wow. Okay. Tito Montenegro, Keanu shows up at my house, and my old lady gets kicked to the curb. Funny enough, one of my friends works in a guitar shop, makes guitars as well. He's a luthier. And what happened was Keanu Reeves came to the shop he works at, asked for him, and the guy he worked with, even though my friend lived above the shop, the guy he worked with didn't call him, and basically took some pictures with Keanu Reeves, sold him a guitar, sent him on his way. When my friend went back to work, he's like, "Oh, Keanu Reeves is here asking about you," and he was just like, "You cunt, you fucking."
I would well fire that cunt.
I couldn't fire him, but yeah. So that's shark repellent. There you go.
That's so cool.
This is their 1/10 Stanley. This looks great as well.
Yeah, I've seen
this one is the exclusive one. So you got all the kind of barrels, so the crates and things underneath. This is outside. I don't even know where that is, to be honest with you. I'm not even going to pretend. Assume Brazil. And then on the left is the regular, and on the right is the Dulux.
Kind of like, I'm assuming you get the arm the other way as well.
I don't know. I don't know whether, because it's 1/10, I don't know whether like you get the one on the left or the one on the right.
Because I really do prefer the arm pose on the left-hand side.
It might. I mean, I don't know, because it doesn't look like there's a switch out unless it's on that seam on the shoulder.
Yeah, don't know from now, but I prefer the pose on the left-hand side. I like all the base elements of the right.
Oh, okay, that's outside San Diego Comic-Con.
Definitely difficult. Definitely me being difficult as a collector, I guess. There's not a surprise there. Come on in, let's go.
This then is the J&D Alpha flag. We showed this the other week as well, but it looks really, really good. I mean, it looks exactly like the film.
Yeah.
The only thing about it is I don't see myself having that character in my collection at all, or spending that money because of, as I say, it looks exactly like him, but no matter how good it looks, it's not a character I would display myself personally. But credit where credit is due.
Amazing statue, but
yeah,
you're basically having a picture of some fucking depressive pussy in your fucking setup.
yeah. Then this is the Aragon, and
Aragorn, son of Arathorn.
Yeah, I need to watch these again. This is on my list as well. Rewatch all of these. I love
Return of the King. This is from anyway. It's got the Army of the Dead Legion.
The last one. What's that?
Return of the King. You fuckwit. Yeah.
Well, no, I was asking for clarification.
I answered the
So
question. It said, it probably says it on it, doesn't it? Got to say it somewhere for licensing reasons, surely.
Nah, it'd just be Lord of the Rings because it's Lord of the Rings trilogy, isn't it?
Looks fucking cool. This
very, very cool, very cool. The only issue I have, I mean, I know it's the last picture, which is, I mean, this is highly detailed. That head looks a bit off. His mouth looks weird as fuck. Saying goodbye doesn't look right in that position. Then you got the kind of screaming head there as well, and then it looks better from that angle. I think that one. But
yeah, that's one weird when you keep going back and forth like that. Man, actually looks like he's fucking screaming. You make him talk to me. Make him talk to me.
Fuck you, motherfucker! Could be going away there. Look. Fuck my cock, you motherfucker! Anyway,
it's his little things that keep a guy interested.
Yeah. And then these are all the parts.
So you get two heads. I'm guessing there's another super duper exclusive where there's another head that probably looks identical to one of the other heads here.
Well, no, that's the. So sorry, we'll go through this. So that's the dimensions there. So it actually is not terrible.
Is it a quarter scale piece?
Yeah, actually, it's quite bad. It's 50 centimeters deep. That's quite a lot, and 70 centimeters tall. 76 centimeters tall.
Yeah, it's not small.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really nice detail.
It's as tall as, I think it's taller than the Hulk transformation, and I think it's deeper.
Oh fuck! Do you know what I didn't put the pictures in about? The guy who fucking sawed his base in half.
Yeah, that poor guy though, man. He PM'd me, he messaged me, and
did he?
Yeah, he messaged me, and I kind of see his angle. Like, he was like, there are collectors in this game that are not in it to sell anything. So for me, it's about keeping it the way I want it to look, and I shouldn't be sort of shamed into that. And I was like, look, it's just, I said to you, I agree with him, but I just said to him, look, it's just very not normal. Like, it's not something we see regularly. So people are just going to be like, what the fuck did you do? That's what you're going to get,
Yeah, he's done it a few times. I think he did it with Black.
But he don't sell nothing. He says, I'm a collector. I don't sell nothing. It's not for sale.
The one thing is,
so that's his business, isn't it?
The only thing I'm hoping is, I mean, as an XM employee, he's lucky that he's cut XM pieces up, because I'm pretty sure if he cut up some other company's pieces, he wouldn't be as fortunate by cutting them that way. Because I mean, that Hulkbuster base is solid. Other pieces are not going to be solid. And literally, I've seen bases on certain companies. I think Sideshow, PCS, and stuff like that, where they're hollow as fuck. And literally, when you open them up, they're full of old pieces of like where they've reused parts,
old casts and things.
So there's that. So if you look,
there's the super duper. There's the super duper exclusive.
The middle and the one on the left look nearly exactly the same. I can't see what
slightly different brow, but that's it. It's so minor. It's a joke.
Well, I don't know. There's a slightly different color to it where
it looks jaundice.
Well, the one in the middle looks like there's a light shining on him a little bit, but other than that, and the one in the middle, there's more of a dimple on his chin.
I really like the screaming portrait personally. I like it.
Oh, and his mouth is slightly more open here as well.
Yeah, but it's more of a sort of mongy look.
Yeah.
It's not like a natural sort of look. It's a bit like.
I just think it's bizarre to have two heads that are.
It's not bizarre. It's very common for Prime One. They do it very, very regularly, where they have three portraits and two of them are almost like pointless. Two of them, you may as well just scrap one of them, just keep the other one.
Yeah.
Because it's not enough of a drastic change. I like the screaming. I like the screaming on the left. I don't like the middle one at all.
Middle one's pointless as fuck. So this is an email where they said they're cancelling the Suicide Squad Deadshot comic version and the is it Grail? Yeah, Grail. So they cancelled the Darkseid's daughter.
Wow, she looked fantastic as well.
Yeah, she looked phenomenal. She looked really nice. Obviously, they didn't get enough orders to do that. That's one of the things. Again, sorry, I'm being a company man now. What George is going to claim, but that's one of the things with XM is we put out pieces, and if they don't sell a high number, we still put them out. You know, with the Lobo, we lost money pretty much on that Lobo to buy out that number of pieces. So, you know, we did it at our cost because of that. And with this, they've just gone, we ain't making enough money on that scrap. So, you know, now you're never going to get that character. Same with this one, the Deadshot.
I think that's a real shame. I think they both look great.
Yeah.
Deadshot's really well fucking needed, man. Deadshot in the Batman universe is needed. Deadshot's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he features in like fucking games, comic. He features all the time, everywhere. He's fucking cool. It's a bit shit.
Shame. And we've heard this quite a few times from, you know, actually from Prime One cancelling pieces a lot more than other.
I bet they don't cancel their 50,000th fucking Batman this year.
Yeah.
That's the funny thing, isn't it? It just shows you that it's about $1.
It's sad. Well, I think as well, it's a thing that you have to kind of.
Sometimes you got to give back.
Yeah.
If there's 100 people that like this, and you only made 100 of them for those people, that's you giving back to the people that support you. If you continually make Batman every fucking 5 minutes, you just look like you're trying to get the new person in that hasn't got a Batman. Every year, new collector. That's your demographic. That's what you're looking to exploit, and that makes you a money grabbing slag. Really,
I think it's sad. I don't mean like.
You're gonna take it rough with a smooth, man. You got to make these pieces and make them a low ES, and basically put it out there. Well, that's what you got to do.
If you put something up for pre-order, and you've gone through the whole process of doing official pre-orders and official this and that, then you know you need to make it. I think.
Yep.
Sadly. Anyway, this is then the Vegeta that they made. So don't know anything about Dragon Ball Z. I'm not going to lie. So yeah, Vegeta, and he's got the switch out head. So mouth closed, mouth open, black hair, and he is 64.7 centimeters high, and that's everything you get. Switch up parts. So there. Not even going to go into it because George, do you want to share anything about Dragon Ball Z?
No, nothing.
These are then the tactical Ryu in hand pictures.
Or from now on known as Coronavirus Guile.
Yeah, is that what it's called?
Yeah, Coronavirus Guile, isn't it? He's got a mask on and shit, and his fucking glasses and shit. Yeah. I have to be honest with you with this. I'm not liking this.
Really?
Yeah, the funny thing is, I really wanted to see like the ultimate, you know, like with the Sonic Boom thing. That's the part I like. I'm not really. I do like the thing, but there's I'm not liking the proportions of Guile at all.
Also,
it might be photos. It might be photos, but the length from his forearm to his fist is fucking ludicrous and massive. It looks huge in the pictures that I've sent here. Yeah. I just don't like I don't like his proportions on his body. His torso looks incredibly short, and he's got massively long arms, massively long legs. It just looks fucking weird.
You didn't send me these ones.
No, this is not mine.
No.
Well, it depends. If you show me the next picture, I'll know if they're mine or not.
But the thing as well is there's no like shading or texturing on his bag. The gun is the same as the holster. You know, there's not really much going on there in that respect. You've got the watch. That's a bad picture anyway. That looks cool. I don't know. It's got that.
Like the face, like the mask, like the outfit and stuff.
You've got the earpiece going on there. Yeah, very cool.
Boost
going on. Yeah.
It's proportionally that I don't like it.
These are your ones.
All right. So when you get to the side, you keep going as well, because like you'll see. Keep going. It's like they're really straight. Like his arms and legs and his short torso just look a bit weird.
I guess he's crouching a bit though, no?
I don't know. It's really hard. It's a piece I need to see in hand. I really need to see it in hand. I like the mixed media. I like the pads and things that are going on there. The only part of me at the minute is just a bit like the position of his arms and legs. I mean, I can't really make out, but it just looks like if he stood up, his fucking legs would be well long. His arms would be well long. If he puts his arm down there, he could scratch his fucking toe.
I think, I mean, the thing is with the PCS pieces, I mean, they do their Street Fighter pieces very well, and I think a lot of them, when you see them in person, look great. So, I mean, I think if you saw these, I mean, I don't think these pictures are particularly good.
Nah, they're not good
So
pictures at
I
all.
think that if you saw this in person, you know, you may
Really,
change your mind a
PCS
little
need
bit.
to be sent, like making sure some of their pieces go out to like the right type of people to take photos of them correctly. Because this is the sort of thing that make people worried, because they're just not great pics, to be fair.
You know, I just remembered actually what I've been watching is the it was on I don't even know what it was on now, Netflix or Prime or one of those things, but it was the show called Face Off, which is the one where they talk about special effects. And I just near the end of season 2, and Jerry was on season 2, Jerry Macaluso. And he actually don't seem too bad in that, in all honesty. He's a little bit arrogant, but not like, I mean, if I didn't know him.
Why'd you bring him up? He's got nothing to do with this anyway.
No, just because he was the old PCS owner. It's nothing to do with this project, no. But if I watched just that, I wouldn't think he was that much. I'm thinking he's arrogant, but like a just typical artist. But obviously I know him from social media, which is a bit different. But yeah.
I want to see the ultimate edition of this with the Sonic Boom. That's the one I want to see.
Yeah,
At the moment, I'm not really feeling this one or the normal one based on pictures I've seen.
Wasn't the tactical one the one that had like 20 pieces or something?
Yeah, it's like really low, really low edition size.
This then is the Pop Culture Shock Michael Myers from Halloween. So this, I actually really like the way that this goes together with the old Freddy, the Jason, the
hand position's better as well, isn't it?
They've adjusted it, yeah. But I just think that this is great because they've gone with those round bases and they've gone with the storytelling bases.
I also really
I
like his lean. He's doing that thing. There's a moment. There's a moment in the film, in the first film, where he stabs the geezer. He picks him up by the neck and stabs him into a door, and he holds him like the knife holds him. It's one of the first guys to die, and he sort of does that with his head. He's like looking at him like that, you know, like tilted, like with him hanging up there, like not moving. And I think they've captured that really well, like that. Because he does do that a couple of times.
Yeah, I think if you had the
Jason,
the Jason, the Freddy, all those pieces, and you've got this, it would go with it. I don't know whether though I am. What do you think then about the way that Sideshow have given up on licenses, but then allowed other people to make them? Do you think that's a good thing? Do you know the way that like Tweeterheads? They collaborated on the other pieces with Sideshow, and then they go, Sideshow, Tweetheads take this, and now they've gone with this piece and gone, okay, we can't be bothered with these other characters. PCS, you make that,
To be honest with you, I could give a squirt of piss for what they're doing or what their attitude is towards it. My only concern is that collectors get the pieces they want. I don't give a fuck about who is back scratching or side deals are going on for these to happen. I think there's not enough movie pieces on the market. I don't think there's enough respect going into that sort of genre at all in statues at the moment. And I really think everyone's gone comic fucking spastic on everything, and it's a bit sad because it's going to implode because it's just like
oversaturation. Yeah,
it's just too much. I wouldn't give over these licenses in a million years. I wouldn't give over these projects in a million years if I was Sideshow. I really wouldn't. I'd continue to try to be bringing in that kind of market, and I think it needs more pieces and more of a highlight rather than less.
Well,
I'm a huge movie fan, me personally. The reason I don't collect movie statues, I'm more of a movie fan than I'm a comic fan. That's a fact.
No,
right? But I do not collect movie pieces because they don't fucking make enough.
Yeah.
And I can't be waiting 4 years for one fucking piece. It's just not, I just can't do it. And it really is like that. It really is to that point. I'm more likely to wait and then when, over fucking in 20 years time, I'll be like, I'll get some movie pieces and I'll just pick up all the pieces that are from the past. Because there's not that many of the ones that I like that I could just go out and grab. But
you can't complete any lines. There's no line. There's probably no line, no movie line you can complete. And
who's missing though now from the horror sort of franchise? If you wanted all just the badasses, you have Freddy, you have Jason. You have. I don't know. Does he come into that? I don't know, man. That's a bit of a stretch for me.
I don't
Michael
know,
Myers.
I think
The trilogy is Michael Myers.
PCS are doing Candyman, and I hope they'd stick to this kind of style.
You got definitely got Myers, you got Jason, and you got Freddy. They're the three sort of G's from our sort of era. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
So
well,
for me,
Leatherface is very.
They've done that as well, though. So that's
I know. But I'm just saying.
Trying to think of if there's anybody missing from that.
Norman
Maybe
Bates.
Huh?
Norman Bates, Psycho.
Maybe I don't really know that film.
Psycho's one of the biggest horror films ever. Like one of the ones that changed the way things were done.
I don't care. I didn't watch it. All I know about Psycho is that fucking everybody loves Raymond. His mum was the girl in the shower that gets stabbed at the beginning or whatever it was.
No, it's not.
Huh?
No,
of course it is.
Yeah. Is it?
It is. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's yeah.
When she gets done with the chocolate sauce, yeah. No, the thing about that was one of the first movies where what they did was they had a character that they built up in the first 20 minutes of the movie, 15 minutes of the movie. They follow her. They you think this is the character development for this main one. She's safe, yeah, and then they kill her off, and it kind of leads into him, and that's one of the first times they ever did that.
Nice.
So we've got The Creeper by Stuart Murray. Leatherface has been done.
The Creepers was one I was thinking of.
The Creeper is a little
bit of a later horror. It is a later horror, but I would love to see. You could do a lot with that. You could do so much with that.
Hollywood Collectible Group did one, which I always wanted to buy, but it just always lacked something for me to actually.
Yeah, it'll be boring as shit once you get it in.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think who else there is. God. Made horror kind of killers.
Write in the comments.
It's like from Exorcist or something.
Yeah, you could do her. Yeah, there you go. You could definitely do her.
So this is by the exclusive light up pumpkin.
I like it.
The exclusive knife has blood on it. I don't think that's enough of a difference, really, just to have the same knife with blood and without blood. I think that's a bit of a cop out.
I would have really liked to see an unmasked head because she does actually pull his mask off in that film.
Yeah. Well, also
I would have liked to have seen that.
In the first one, he wears a pillowcase and like a sheet, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, for part of no.
The beginning, yeah.
Does he?
Yeah, I think he does.
I don't think in the OG one he does, man.
Psycho is what started Halloween. Gio was worried about 250 pics, and they're stuck on this one for 20 minutes.
Nah, welcome to my fucking nightmare.
Welcome. And this
Alex, when he talks, forgets to move buttons, and this is why.
I can't multitask, man.
I like that. So what's that? Is that 709? That's her house, isn't it? Oh, that's fucking really cool. That is.
Yeah, it's great. And then Judith Myers there.
That's really good. That's really impressive.
PCS is doing it live in Drago 1/3 scale.
Yes, I must break you.
Vega's saying Ghostface from Scream.
Yeah, that's not a bad shout.
I think he would look a bit wank though as a statue, wouldn't he?
It would be like Kylo Ren.
Yeah, literally, because he's all just like cape and mask, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. The creeper on the scarecrow stick is scary. Oh yeah. Could have added the street with the holes for Michael Myers when he wears glasses. Yeah, sheet, sorry. They did that though on the 1/3 House of Gog.
That's a clever one. That's a good exclusive. The one where he has the pillowcase and then he has the sheet over him. You can put the sheet over him and the glasses. That would have been a good one.
Stuart Fraser says, Pinhead's been done, but Pinhead they went off menu and they didn't do the murder base. So they could redo Pinhead. But the Pinhead face was really well done. Really well done.
Very well done. Portrait was great.
Problem was he was a little underscaled.
Yeah.
And his base was
stupid.
Pretty big. Yeah.
Stupid.
Edwin Diaz has said they could make Alfred Hitchcock. That would be quite cool if they did that. So there you go. This then is...
Stupid dog.
Oh,
loud. He's so loud. He's up against me with he's on his back. fucking well
This
snoring.
is then the Assassin's Creed. This is Evior. It's like Ivor. And this is Optimus Ivor from Pure Arts. And this one's quite interesting, actually. What they do with this one is they have the... Oh, you motherfucker. So they have basically the female head on this. And what you can do with this is you get another switch out, which actually looks like Lagafa. And then the switch out actually changes it into a man.
To man. Yeah.
Which, I don't know, because obviously then there are going to be things, I guess with the fur and elements of it, the build doesn't need to change. But the hands, there may be issues with the hands.
I don't know. I don't listen. I've not played the game enough to know, but I mean, if you're talking about Viking male and a Viking female, there would be significant difference in size.
Yeah,
and that's my problem. I think it looks great, and I honestly, when I've seen stills of the game of the woman and the man next to each other, there is no difference.
Yeah,
there really isn't. Like from what I can see, but I just think if I'm playing the game and I'm going through it and I'm walking through doors and fighting, she's going to be smaller than the male I'm fighting with.
Yeah.
She's got to be. And if she is, then that's my problem.
No, of course.
I think, Vikings are big, man.
Vikings are huge, yes.
They're big, man. You're talking, you're talking Vikings. You're going anywhere from 6'5" to 6'9", 7 feet.
Well, when
they're
I
monsters.
was...
They're fucking monsters. It's not... a Viking woman, if you're lucky, she'd be like 5'11".
Yeah. Well, when I was when I've been to Sweden like several times, all the men are literally like 6'3", 6'4" and above, and then and the women are like up to like 5'8" and stuff. So there is a difference there. They're all tall as fuck, but still
big, man, big.
So again, I understand. I mean, I think it's a good concept to kind of have in mind that you can switch out and it's a male or female. But I don't know whether, as you say, when the builds, unless you have it in front of you. I mean, if you had it in front of you with the female head on and the male head, and you had two statues, and you got close and you're like looking at the arms and looking at the build, like I guess with the fur, things like that, you get away with a lot. Baggy clothes, you get away with it. But I don't know, because I mean, he's got his arm up on his right side, which you're going to see bicep. And if that's a woman, she's never going to have bicep that big. I don't know. It's tough.
It's very clever. It's super clever. It's a super clever idea. And I think it's just going to be the hardcore people of the game may turn around and be like,
Yeah, for sure.
Looks cool as shit, though.
I love that turquoise. That turquoise is stunning.
It looks clever. I think it's a genius idea. It's just I wish I played the game so I could have a more strong opinion on it. I just didn't play the game, so I've got no idea. Is she like some brutish fucking monster in the game like he is, or is she? Like the mechanics? Is he like brutish Viking? Is she like slicker, more quick, more? You know what I mean? That's the question, because the character, you have a feel for the character.
David Usman is saying Vikings were just people; they weren't all hulking monsters. No, but when I was in a bar or a club in Sweden, literally every guy in that club was over like 6'3" or 6'4".
That doesn't make any sense at all. Yes, there are short people that are like from that part of the world, but you if you've ever visited any places like that, you will find that there's an overwhelming average of size. Yeah, it's fucking unavoidable. Yeah. And that's a fact, Fuck the PC shit that everyone's the same. You ain't the fucking same. People need to start waking up to that fact. Ain't the fucking same at all, right? I've walked over. I remember I'm walking around, and I'm like fucking 5'7", 5'8". These guys are like a fucking clear foot taller with relative ease. They're fucking massive, all of them. And you're just like, and it's an average. You get people walk around that are like similar to you, but you think, they're foreigners like me. They're fucking giants over there. They are like as overwhelming average, like the Czech Republic, for example.
So
I went to a Czech bar. I was having fucking drinks in there with a mate, and they're all like lean, long legs, long. I mean, they all have a particular sort of. They've looked very, like not all carbon copy, but just like like a blueprint, like a basic blueprint that they sort of have. You're just like shit, man. They're fucking. You know what I mean?
Well, as I say, I mean, like obviously, if you go to places like the main cities. There's going to be more diluted. So when you go to Stockholm and plus stuff like that, it's not as bad. But when you go into a bar in like some random little town in Gothenburg or somewhere like that, you notice it more when it's more of the actual people from the area and not like immigrants. And literally, when I was in a club in Gothenburg, I was walking around and I was like that. I felt like a kid, literally. Like as I say, all the people were like minimum 6'3", 6'4", minimum, and then going up to like fucking 6'10" or something stupid. How tall am I? I'm like 5'9", 5'10", so not tall at all. But
neither am I.
But then when I saw it, they were all. I mean, like when I went to a birthday party with my ex, and literally, I was the smallest. Like there was like 20 people, and I think there were 4 people shorter than me, which was my ex, her sister, and her mum, and then her niece. And they were the 4 people. Everyone else were like, the next person up was 6'3", which is her brother.
Change the picture, fucknut. Oh, that didn't help all. That just didn't help all.
So there's her face. She looks quite manly anyway. There.
Yeah, but I think it's a genius idea. I just,
I like the idea.
When I've ever played a game and there's been multiple characters that you can choose to use, they have different mechanics, movements, ways about them. So it's really about that.
Or if it's like Vikings, the show, and it's Lagertha and God, what's his fucking name? Jesus.
How can you forget his name? Ragnar Lothbrok.
Ragnar. Yeah. So like Ragnar and Lagertha. Lagertha's tiny. She's so small, and he's huge. Well, he's not big, is he? He's like
6 foot.
He ain't
6 foot. 6 foot. Is he bigger?
I don't think he is actually. I think he's quite small compared. He's smaller than most of the other.
Yeah, but then you got people like Rolo, who's fucking like, and then what's his name? Fucking Floki.
Yeah, but Floki.
Floki's massive.
Do you know who Floki is?
Of course, I know who he is. He's one of the Skarsgård brothers.
Yeah. So he's like him, fucking Bill, Alexander, and then you've got the dad from 4. They're all fucking cool.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Come on, keep going pictures. Let's get moving. We've got hundreds. I need to move.
Tallest people in the world are from are the Dutch. The average height of the male is about 5'11". Okay. Then you got the Queen Studios. They had a
half scale
annual exhibition. So this is the half scale Iron Man, and there you go. Look at him.
Looks nice. This
really nice, but half scale is not my thing. This is Mark 7, by the way.
Yeah, it's nice, really man. Nice. It's really nice. Nice shots of this.
Mark 7's a really nice suit, actually. XM did a fantastic job with their Mark 7.
Get your tongue out of my ass, Gary. What's the matter with your fucking XM all the time?
Shut up, you.
Shut up, you. Fucking, you're in a hobby. Not working now. Do you not like
the XM Mark 7?
I really do like it, yeah, but that's not the point. Let me say that. Let me say that instead of you say. When you say it, it sounds shit.
Do you want to know a true story that happened last week to me?
It's just, Alex, am I ever going to get off this? Am we going to get through these pictures?
Let me do a quick story, right? I was having a conversation with one of my managers at XM, and he made a comment about something. So I said to him, you made shit statues. You made She-Hulk, you made Hulk, you made these other pieces. I listed a couple. And then he said, well, you think She-Hulk is shit? I said, yeah, She-Hulk is fucking horrible. And then he said to me, you really think it's that bad? And I'm like, yeah, it's fucking terrible. It's fucking really, it's like one of your worst pieces. And he goes, okay, can you send me your address? I'm like, why? Because I'm going to send you our worst statue ever. And I'm like, why? why are you going to send it to me? I'm not going to fucking display it. And he goes, let me send it to you. And I said, oh, well, if you're going to fucking send it to me, I want to tell you the fucking Ghost Rider shit, Mark 7 shit, Hulk Buster shit, and so his whole transformation. So take my address and send me all of those. And he goes, no, you can go cry over your fucking shit, She-Hulk. And I'm like, God damn it.
So is he sending you one?
Yeah, apparently.
I hope he does. I really like that She-Hulk. I'd like to get it repainted.
God.
I don't know.
Anyway, this is then the Megatron quarter scale bust. So obviously Megatron is fucking 30 foot or wherever he is. So this is basically quarter scale of that, yeah. So
that's fucking insane, that is.
Travis Billington.
No, that's Queen's Studio.
Yeah, Queen Studios. Yo-Yo Travis, Yo-Yo Tony Fennell in the house.
Yo, motherfuckers.
SBs. Travis Fennell, who plays Ragnar, is 6 foot.
I thought he was 6 foot.
Yeah. Yeah. So Cody Spencer. Oh my God. Blitzkid Inc. is in the house. That's Thomas Home. Cole Ripley. Game isn't out yet. Yeah. And then Blitzkid Inc. is saying he's we were talking about how tall fucking Swedish people is, and he's like, yeah, I am. He's the shortest Swedish person I've ever met in my life. He's about fucking 5'5". This is Queen Studios Spider-Man. The problem with this one, I think, is they changed out the base because this poses from when he's on top of the van, but I guess they needed to make it a bit more dynamic. Nocturnal Statue Users signed in.
Yo.
Then we go on to the Mac Collectors. Mac Collection, sorry. Yo. And Emperor Zergi. I'm getting the XM Grimlock. Any ideas how to display it? I don't know, man. You need a big boat for that. Here's the new Bane by XM Studios. You were telling me the other day. You were telling me the other day about the Scarecrow.
I was actually considering picking up that Scarecrow because I think it'd go nice next to my OG Bane and Poison Ivy, and it's the right type of size. I was really impressed with their unboxing video. I watched the unboxing video. I've got to be honest with you. I don't take a lot of stock from pictures these days because I've learnt my lesson too many times. But I really like the unboxing videos are very important for my buying and my ideas. And I watched it and I was like, actually, that looks fucking great. I thought it looked great. Thought it was very vibrant, a lot of details, bags of sculpt details on it. Really liked it. But this Bane, I really like this Bane and all. Do I like it more than the one I have? No, but I kind of the elements I like about it is that he's calm. It's not an enraged Bane. They've really managed to capture two completely different poses. The musculature is very different.
Done a really good job doing that.
Yeah, I think so too because it's not easy.
And it's saying low stock on that Scarecrow.
Oh, fuck off! That's not what I don't need to hear that. I don't need to hear that.
One of my favourite details on the Scarecrow is where you see the stitching on the mouth and you can actually see his mouth behind it. That's one of my favourite details on that. It's really good. Yeah.
I just thought it was quite... And also, because it's on top of a Detolf, it's not crazy heavy and it's a piece that I think, like you can see there, looks good up high. Out of all of those three pieces there, you would definitely say that the Scarecrow is the better pose from looking up at it because he's looking down at you. He's like over you.
Well, this picture's been taken from low, so yeah.
But that's my point. If you look at the other two pieces,
I was fucking concurring, man.
If you look at Bane, you feel like with Bane, you need to stand up.
Well,
you need to stand up and get a little higher so you can really look at it. And the same with the Iceman. I think the Iceman is a low level to mid level piece. I think Bane is a mid level to high level piece.
Well,
I think Scarecrow is literally just a high level piece.
It feels like with Bane, you're just waiting for him to unzip his flies. That's the kind of position you're in at the moment.
Yeah, Saki.
Yeah. Yes.
This is not the time to panic. That comes later.
This is the exclusive head, which is more the modern one, which is from the kind of City of Bane kind of story, isn't it?
I really like it. Yeah. I like it. I think this looks fantastic. I got to be honest. I had a lot of communication about which one's better. They're both great, so you can't lose with either, really.
Yeah.
Smaller footprint on this one, like in terms of pose, and because that fucking Bane's massive, well heavy, and all the one I have.
I love
nice.
I love all the bruising and scratches all over his knuckles and stuff like that, and dirt under his fingers. That paint, this one here has been painted actually phenomenally. This one's
Yeah,
been
it looks great,
like,
doesn't it?
ridiculously. Nocturnal Statue Review is asking when the symbiote Spider-Man is coming out. They said like in the fall apparently, which what's that, like October time?
Yeah, it's around then, towards the end of the year.
Yeah. No, it looks all. This looks amazing. But I think as well, I agree. Where I like the big kind of hulking version of it. I do think it's kind of a good way of having the before and after the Venom kind of look, but also the newer comics he is leader as well. So then on the base you've got a kind of splashed up Batman build there. Is that what it is?
Could be.
Yeah. So you got the alternate mask there. Pose is great as well. Pose is really good.
Yeah, really. I think it's a fantastic looking piece. I think it's a fantastic reveal from Sideshow, this one.
I also think the regular is probably the way to go with this one. I like the exclusive head, but I think the exclusive head on this one's better than the exclusive head on the one.
Oh, yeah.
Much
Definitely.
better. But I still would go. Actually, I don't know. Actually, looking at it now a bit more, I probably would go exclusive on this version. In this version, the exclusive head matches this version more, no?
They both work. They're two great heads on that, to be honest. Regular and exclusive are fantastic. The body sculpt is exceptional in this piece.
SB's the same.
I really like the
Nightfall. That's the Nightfall mask.
Which one? The exclusive?
One. Yeah.
The exclusive, yeah. The other one's a bit, like you're saying, a bit more City of Bane sort of routine.
Oops.
I think it's a fantastic looking piece. I think they did a great job with this.
Kucherek brothers had something to do with this as well.
That's not a surprise why I like it then.
What a serration on his forearms as well. Look at that. He trains his fucking forearms.
Yeah, he's got fat grips. It's not that bad.
Yeah, he's got fat grips and he's fucking he borrowed my fucking wrist roller. God damn it. It's gone like. There you go. This then is the Dragon Slayer. Is that what she's called? The Dragon Slayer Warrior Forged in Flames Sideshow Original. The way this is listed, I'm not sure whether this is quarter scale or 1/5. Because of the way it's listed, it doesn't say quarter scale, and normally with premium format, it normally does. Yeah.
Yeah, they list it. Is it premium format? Or is it a statue?
It's listed as statue. Polystone statue. Yeah.
It's 1/5.
I've got someone there going. Got someone in the comments. Tom Hardy. The Bane. This Bane portrays me much better. So. Back collection. Yeah, so someone actually called Tom Hardy saying this Bane portrays me much better.
Good man.
Yeah, so this I actually really like this. Again, he's going for that kind of larger
nice
as well.
It's a very nice piece.
The base on this, piece. Where you got the kind of dragon skull and it's all kind of like melting away from the skull, and you see that. The pictures are all over the fucking shop. This is the rest like of the lion there. So you got like a space woman, got like some kind of sorceress. This is really nice line actually. I bet Tom's all over this.
The middle doesn't go.
No,
I definitely think that the left one and the right one could go together. It's almost like a fantasy realm in terms of like medieval fantasy realm. But I'm not getting the space woman at all. She is fucking lost. She is. She's just been dropped in there, Planet of the Apes style. That looks fucking amazing. That looks really nice.
That looks nice. Yeah. So that's the exclusive with the other head, and it's
I like it. I like the X a lot. I like the mask head a lot.
That's the dragon head there. Really nice. I actually really like this. I think the art on this. I don't know who's actually done it. I should look into it, but I think this is the sculpt on this. The paint is absolutely fantastic.
Exceptional work, no doubt.
Again, I mean, like it's Sideshow kind of going for doing their own lines. So but. I think this. I still think this will sell well.
I hope so. You want to see good work do well.
Nice little bum shot. SBs are saying, it's 1/5, and it's $4.99 for the exclusive.
Yes, reasonable.
Yeah. There you go. I think she's beautiful.
It's almost like Cobra Commander from that view.
No, it's not. It's the Serpentine or whatever his name is.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, that's the fucking guy.
I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking.
Yeah, we should do after 30 plus years.
It's like the other day when you said to me, I went to the gym for the first time, and I was like, "You did back, didn't you?" You're like, "Yep." Also, you see the great. I just noticed it just now. If you look under the armor, she's got fucking dragon scales all over her. Look, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, this is awesome source shit. This good stuff.
And then also her cape is like a dragon scales as well. I really like it.
It's like a dragon wing or something, isn't it?
Mm.
It's like that leather sort of shit, like the wing.
Yeah, that's phenomenal. I really like her. I really think she's beautiful. Then you got the Reeve Superman. So they really, really fucked up the first one, and they can't really get any worse than they did then. So I'm really hoping that they do a better job.
You own that, didn't you? That's so funny. I'm watching you unbox. That was like watching watching somebody die inside. It was so horrible for me to watch. How upset you over that.
Out of my whatever years of statue collecting and my unboxing of like 1,000 statues, that actually the Liu Kang was quite bad as well, but the Reeve Superman was probably the one I had high expectations for, and when I got that out of the box, I was gutted, absolutely distraught. It was almost like that's my counterpart to your fucking grey Deadpool.
Yeah.
I need to watch that one back actually.
That was so fucking bad. That piece was awful. Yeah. He stuck it in the thing and he's just been around.
I can't remember.
Like leaning it like.
The funny thing is, like, I'm actually I'm a lot more fortunate than you, where I will get like a random YouTube comment pop up on my phone, and it would link me to a video which I've totally forgotten about. But you don't have that.
No.
You'll just get what YouTube is suggesting, kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I kind of have like someone will comment on like an obscure video which we haven't spoken about for fucking 5 years, and all of a sudden it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, I wish I got that. That'd be awesome.
It's nice. It's a nice reminder sometimes. I mean, I deleted a lot of videos, so we've done about over 1,700 videos easily. We got 1,600 videos on our channel, and that's a lot of videos.
Shit, man.
That's a lot of videos. This then is the Spider-Man. So this is the symbiote Spider-Man. This isn't back in black. This has got to be symbiote with all the blue tones in there. And this is really nice. This looks much better than the custom did. There's the base there with a kind of church steeple on there.
I fucking love this.
I think this is really nice. I know F-State loves this as well. I think this is... When I think to myself, actually Logan did it for me as well, but I think to myself, I'm out. I'm not buying much anymore. I'm just going to pick up stuff on the secondary market. I'm going to do this and do that. And then I saw Logan, and I was like, oh, I need to see more. I wasn't too interested in the beginning, and then I saw a few pictures, and I'm like, fuck me, I'm going to have to get this.
Yeah, I hate when that happens to me.
This one as well, I saw this, and I'm like, those motherfuckers have reeled me back in. I heard people like critique the eyes, but no issue with anything on this. I literally think it looks fucking fantastic. It's sinister. Yeah, that's what I really like about it. The mood of it's dark. You look at the statue and you just like, it's nighttime. You know it's nighttime because of the shade in the way that it looks like the moon is hitting them. It looks like the moon is the light source. Yeah. And I think it's sinister. I think it's dark for Spider-Man. I really like that element. That's my favorite element to it. I've got to be honest, I'm very tempted to buy this myself, but my problem is I've got fucking 2 Spider-Mans and I don't like Spider-Man. I'm not a massive Spider-Man. I'm not a huge Spider-Man fan. In fact, over here, he's right fucking down in my pecking order, to be brutally honest. In fact, I would even go so far to say I don't fucking like him much at all. He's probably the most. He is probably the most. I probably like him the least out of every hero that I have in my room. I can't think of one hero
they have in here that I like less.
I thought you didn't like Wolverine.
See, the thing is, Wolverine. I like Wolverine when he's beast mode and Old Man Logan. When he's tortured, I like him. I don't like animated series Wolverine, but when he's tortured, when he's a tortured soul,
he's a
walking around carrying a lot of baggage and in pain, a wounded animal, I like him.
Yeah,
I can relate more. When he's like this fucking dickhead, arrogant dickhead, I'm just like, yeah, you're a bellend, Jew.
But you own Captain America statue.
Yeah, I fucking hate Captain America.
Exactly. Spider-Man's much better than him.
Oh yeah, easily. But I'm talking about what I actually have in my room at this moment.
I can't remember what you got. Do you know some fuckers? Sorry, this is changing the subject a little bit, but do you know some fuckers selling the Ryu and the Akuma by Sosa for £690?
If someone hasn't bought that yet, they fucking should quick. It's a quarter scale ones.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I was just like, whoa.
The two best representations of those characters on the market. You better buy them fast. Yeah. If you're a Street Fighter fan and you're a Ryu Akuma fan, you don't get. There's no better statues of them.
And then going back to this, sorry. The funny thing about this is, even though this is a symbiote version of the character, this and is also on top of the steeple, so this is representing probably when the birth of Venom or something like that. I know one of our mods, Paul Coogan actually suggested that one of the extras for this should be Eddie Brock proximity of him getting turned into Venom, and that would be pretty damn cool. Going back to it, this is the symbiote version, but the actual pose reminds me more of the Back in Black, where he's on top of the grave.
You mean when he's crawling out of his own grave?
No, there's one of them Back in Black, where that's the Death of Craven you're talking about. There's a Back in Black where he's like on top of Eddie Brock's grave.
That's after the Death of Craven, isn't it? Where that he goes into that suit. Is that not right? No, and he's sitting on Eddie Brock's grave.
I don't know where it is in the storyline, but what happens is basically Spider-Man's in his normal suit. He's already done all the symbiote shit, got rid of it. Venom's got it. He's doing that. He's got his normal suit back, and then he does the Civil War shit where he announces who he is, and then when he announces who he is,
everyone comes for him.
Someone comes for him, and I think they injure Aunt May, or they try and kill Aunt May or Mary Jane. I think it's Aunt May though, and then he loses his shit, gets a black costume, and basically then goes after all the people as Black Spider-Man. To put fear inside them, and also to represent kind of a dark moment. And then Craven, but I think that happens. And but there is one where he's on the Eddie Brock grave, but also Eddie Brock.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, sorry. So the Eddie Brock looks too buff for Peter Parker. I don't get what you're saying there, Rob.
He's saying that the symbiote suit looks too big, too muscular.
No, he says so. Is Eddie Brock look too buff for Peter Parker? Eddie. Well, Eddie Brock is much bigger, but I don't get the question there. Sorry.
The symbiote suit adds mass anyway.
Yeah,
it adds a lot of mass to like a person, and regardless. So. I think that's still meant to be Peter Parker up there. I don't think it's Eddie Brock.
That's definitely Peter Parker. Too much base on that. I don't agree. I like that base, actually. I think it's a very good storytelling.
It's very clever. It's very clever as well, because what it does is it can elevate it.
Yeah.
And also elevate it.
He's very crouched.
You can have statues around that, and it looks like that's coming up. You know what I mean? Yeah. Whereas you can have statues that are ground level. So that's I don't think it's going to be that tall. I think it'll be like 25 inches.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm telling you, people like saying it's going to be like 30. It's not. I'm telling you now. I reckon that is going to be no more than 25 to 25 and a half inches tall.
Yeah, Vega, you're right. I do mean the Craven's Last Hunt, not Death of Craven, but Craven does die. Spoiler alert. I think they made the base smaller. It would not look right. I think there's I think the balance on that is amazing.
Yeah, definitely agree.
I actually, as a Spider-Man fan, I am very tempted by this. Very tempted. The only thing is there were a few seams on the one at the con.
That's just the con one, man. Fucking hell.
I know, but I'm just saying, just because I know that's what people will bring up.
Yeah, but listen, man, we've been to cons where things are held together with fucking blue tack and sellotape, so don't even worry about it. There's something. Well, just be thankful that you've seen it.
If you look back of the XM Venom from the 2017, when did you go? 18?
17.
2016 convention with XM, he's held on his base by screws. He's got screws going through his feet, and people were going, is that going to look like that when it comes in? Of course it fucking isn't. It's just to hold it on for the con. Anyway, these are then Daniel Bell posted some pictures of his Silver Surfer he done for Sideshow. So these are just some of the sculpts.
I picked this up. Very happy with this.
Yeah. There you go. Look at that. It's nice.
Yeah.
Nice detail on the back.
Yeah. You got to try and you got to get a bit thicker skin though, Daniel boy. You've had a very lot of praise, and you've had a blessed time. You've done very well in terms of, like, in some ways, I think probably you've had a little bit too much praise for what's really deserved, but. When things go shit and people are not happy, you just got to shrug it off. Your defeat. You just got to shrug that shit off because this is all your art is there to be interpreted. That's the whole point of you doing it. It's there to be interpreted. People are going to love it. I love it. I've bought it, but other people are not going to love it. So
I think
that shouldn't matter. It really shouldn't matter to you at all. It shouldn't give you a second sleepless night.
I think the main problem with this statue. Was when it was shown, the camera was shit. The background was black, so the camera kind of blew out a bit more colours. And then also with the way the angles were, it made it look tiny. So the first showing of this statue did it no favours at all. Absolutely no favours.
Agree.
It was the worst possible way to show it.
I completely agree, but I also can't stress enough that having a tease going on for so long before you show it is a massive mistake.
Yeah.
You have to have it in a timely manner. And I tell you why. Imagination is like a killer. If you're sitting there thinking about what it's going to be like I really need a surfer, what's it going to be like? Is it going to be like Max? Is it going to be like Franco's? Is it going to be like Comic? Is it going to be like this? Is it going to be like Bowen? What's it going to be? And you start building it in your mind. You actually start constructing it in your mind. And then when they show you it 6 months later, you've had so many ideas and so many fucking builds of your head that literally when it comes up, it's never going to match the best build that you found. And that's a problem. That's exactly what this is about. This is about people anticipating and building it in their own mind and imagination. And then when they see it, they're never going to be happy. Even if it was great, they're never going to be happy because it was just too long to think about it. Far too long. You've got to fucking make that. When you do that big reveal and it's like Silver Surfer Maquette, man, that shit needs to be shown within 6 weeks. 6 weeks to a month, that shit needs to be shown.
Well, I think
don't give people too long to think about things like that. Show them what it is.
I don't think it's about that as well. I mean, sorry, it's about that, but there's other issues as well where when you say Christmas time, you're going to make a Silver Surfer, and then you show it. When did we see it? So July. So 7 months we've taken to show that. The amount of customs they've rushed out to get out before you showed it. The amount of things that they put out to compete with that. Now you've got a lot to compete with in that kind of respect as well. Now,
definitely agree with you, 100%.
I think in that time, Franco did about 6 fucking Silver Surfers for David, didn't he? I mean,
for me, I was saying, I honestly think that a tease like that should go on for no longer than fucking 6 weeks, not 6 months. Yeah. 6 weeks, it should be like if you're going to show something like you're making it. The next images of it should be no more than a month to 2 months later. You can't leave it for that long. It's just too long.
Well, they did say before that they were going to try and do it within I can't remember the period. Was it a 10-week period or something? I can't remember. They announced that, but then they never stuck to it.
No. Still waiting to find out what happened to Star-Lord 5 years ago.
Yeah, so Stan Lee popped up again for some reason.
Hello, Stan.
All right, Stan Lee.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
I'm wearing my T-shirt, So yeah, very cool piece. I actually really like it. It's very like sort of cool little piece, 1/10 scale. Look great nice on your kind of like office desk or something, Very cool. I don't want to get into buying 1/10s. This is the comparison of the Sideshow, How to Train Your Dragon, and the other one. I can't remember who made it now, I'm afraid. But this is just to show you the size difference, and the new one is huge, absolutely huge. Very cool, though.
Is the other one just underneath the wing?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I can't remember the other ones, the other brand though. But this is Toothless. So this is Toothless when he's kind of yeah. Also, the Silver Surfer is cheapest market Sideshow has released. Interesting.
Also, probably through the coronavirus thing, I think it's responsible for them to maybe adjust their prices a little bit. I think their prices have been very good recently.
That's what someone said, actually, that someone made a post about that one, and their prices have been a lot lower.
I think it's to deal with the corona. I think they've thought ahead and been like, you know what, due to the coronavirus thing, we need to adjust. We can't keep on rising. We need to maybe drop it, maybe a few percent, and just drop it down a bit. Just, because I wouldn't have imagined this surfer to be fucking $850, $900.
Yeah,
$850 easy, $800, $850, and it's $630. So, I think they've gone. You know what? We need to take 15% off the top of this and just try and fucking help people out. And I think that's fair dues. Really do.
Sure. This is then the Some Broly, which is already, even though it's taken like 5 years or whatever it's taken to come out, the heads are breaking. So
is that the guy's holding the dude up?
Yeah, Broly.
Oh shit!
And the heads are all coming apart.
Oh fuck!
You'd be gutted if you waited that fucking long, and then that's such a schoolboy error. Really bad.
They shouldn't fucking join like that either, should they? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Thundercats. So
it's exciting.
It looks like Tweetheads are going to take over the Thundercat license that Sideshow was doing.
It's David Igo, isn't it?
David Igo, yeah.
Doing a fantastic job with the Hordak already. Did a fantastic job with the Skeletor, so fair play.
Sucker Von Photo Sideshow have never released a marquette. They don't seem to know what the word means. Well, no, I mean their terminology has always been all over the place and very, very inconsistent.
Always been that way.
They've never really, when there's so many threads on, I don't like the places, but on the forums, there's so many threads about what is a premium format, what is comic out, what is a market, and can you justify them all? And I think there was even a time where Susan tried to justify it and she totally fucked it all up. But anyway. Hordak's Minion. I think we showed this already, Hordak's Minion, but yeah.
A little bit. I don't like this though.
No?
I don't like this way of doing things. I don't like it. I don't like it.
What's that?
Make Hordak, right, with the exclusive, like PCS do. Make an Ultimate Edition where you get the Minion, you get the mechanical head, and then you get the regular head, and that's the Ultimate Edition. Then do one with just the head and then the normal head and then do the regular. Don't fucking drop this after it's all been, the pre-order's been out and sold out. Don't fucking drop this. It's naughty.
How big is this Minion though?
I have no fucking idea. I don't know how big it is. It looks like a little fucking...
It looks like a little thing that was sit on your shoulder, but it could be a fucking big dragon thing. I don't know.
I don't think it is, dude. I think when you use the term minion, it's not something like that. It's like a little follower of some kind.
Well, I call you my minion, and you're not really that small.
No. Then your grasp of the English language is shit. So I mean, I'm not surprised that you would call me something stupid like that. The thing is, I don't think this is a very big thing. I think this is something you're going to put next to Hordak himself, and I don't think it's going to be big. I just don't like this kind of thing. I I just don't agree with it. I think you should have your auditions and everything set when you're going to do it. I think dropping this after the fact it just feels a little bit like, oh, Hordak sold well. Let's drop this off and see if we can get some sales on this. I just don't really like it. I just don't like the process. That's just me.
Hordak's Minions. So let me go to images. No, he's just showing all the other. Oh, there's that other little fucker. Do you remember him?
With the wings, the owl.
No. Can you see that? Can you see it?
No.
It's like a little fat blue devil pig looking thing.
Yeah, I do remember.
Oh fuck! I so forgot about him. Oh man,
I love these moments. Nostalgia hits.
Oh, wow.
This is what it's all about.
Yeah, I forgot about that little fucker. I can't actually see. I've just done Hordak's Minion.
He's like an armor, isn't he? That little pig. It's like a little armor.
It's like a mini him. It's like a little mini me. It's like a mini me Hordak, and he's like
he's got the little red stripe on his head, isn't he? And a pig face.
No, he's not got a red stripe, but he's got the red bat on his chest. But he just looks like a little cunt. But
yeah,
I've done Hordak's Minion, and it's not coming up with anything really other than.
Right.
These are the XM Studios Batman Sugar. So these are going to go up for pre-order very soon.
I like this concept design. I like this way of showing it.
We are looking into. Oh, you mean the actual image, or?
I like the way they're basically showing that this will be this, and you change these parts. I like this. I like this setup. It's nice.
I like the clean look as well. Thank you. I mean, they're looking into the bat signal at the moment. They were going for like a brilliant white or a warm, and my suggestion was warm because it goes more with the line, because the warm looks more like a fire. Like this wouldn't be a fucking bright LED light.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's clever.
So I think a fire, and I even think it should be more a fiery, flickery look.
Yeah, flickery orange is the answer. I definitely agree with you.
For sure. And then also you got the exclusive one, which is going to have all of these pieces here.
Yeah, see, I really like this concept design. It's very clear.
3 heads.
I like concise shit like this. This is right up my street.
Well, it's to the point, you got the Joker Orochi, that comes in with the additional right arm and switch outs and head as well. And the base on this is really nice. I've seen images of the two together. They look really nice together. And also the Batman has a turntable built into it.
Internal one, I've seen it,
Yeah. So the Joker, then there's all the parts on there. So version B there, 3 right arms and 2 heads. So yeah, loads of options there. Cool. This then, we'll go on to the other thing afterwards, but this is just a comparison of the Cable with the Gambit.
In terms of scaling.
Scaling, yeah.
Which you need to do, because you need to work on that, don't you?
Yeah. So they look all together. There is an argument about the Cable being duller and whatever else, but there is then the argument about he's in the future where it is more derelict and more run down.
But I mean, listen to me good, yeah. People complain that Cyclops and the other Sentinel base parts don't look like Sentinel parts enough. And it's like, what is it? Is it Sentinel? It looks like an engine part. It looks like a fucking satellite. It looks like whatever. And then they do a base that actually is clearly Sentinel, and the colours are clear that it's a Sentinel and it's colourful like that. Yeah. And now it's a fucking problem. And it's just like, how the fuck are you meant to win with that? You're trying to make it realistic. Listen, you're trying to make it realistic at the start. So you make the colours, it's got hints of it. Like Cable, I've got the Cable, I've got it in front of me. It's got purples in it, it's got blues in it, but it's understated. It's sort of like used and worn and damaged, right?
Yeah.
This one looks a little bit more like, fuck me, Gambit's one, that's a Sentinel. That is a busted up Sentinel. It's clear as day. Now, what's the debate? Is it that you can say now, well, it's a little bit too bright, it doesn't match my other pieces? But it's like, well, hold on a minute, they kept making them the same, and everyone kept complaining each time, saying, oh, the bases, it's not clear what part of the Sentinel it is. It's not clear it's even a Sentinel in the first place. So you can't. The lesson is you can't please everyone. You just can't. I actually love that base. I love that Gambit base. I saw the prototype, and I thought it was too dull, and I'm very pleased with those colours. I think that looks fantastic.
It's a typical argument, anyways, about when you read the comments on social media, which obviously I have to do for RaddTitan and my job. These people keep me in work, which I want to thank them for anyway. But it's the people who are the noisiest, are the people who never buy. So that's always the way.
But they're in a different camp. That's the bottom line. The truth, and the truth is that the funny thing is it's always the same, and it's the same for both people. It's not just XM; it's the same for both. There are XM camp people that are waiting for Sideshow for a piece to get some sort of like, oh, it's not popular, and then they fucking steam into it with everything they've got, and it's exactly the same on the other end. Nobody, no fanboy from each company is any better than the other. They both are fucking terrible at that, really bad. But it's just how it is. And I think the reason why you don't see that with Prime One as much and Iron Studios as much is because they're not direct competitors in the same way. Prime One has so many licenses. Who do they get to compete with, really? Who are Prime One competing with? They make 1/3 scale mostly. Who's fighting with them? Nobody really.
Well, there's none of
this warfare.
Is Elite Creature Collectibles, which are in their own kind of bracket.
But their price point is so far away from Prime One that you can't even compare.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's in a different category.
The thing is, XM and Sideshow are direct competition. They have similar licenses, similar scales, and the fact is that if you're in the United States, getting XM is more expensive, and if you're in Asia, getting Sideshow is more expensive. So you have these camps that exist on either side that are like, I'm not paying extra for that, but I can get this for this. It's the same fucking thing. It's quite hilarious, really.
Yeah. I was going to show this picture and then come to the Gambit stuff later on. That was the plan.
Okay. That was not a great plan.
No, not really. Also, I probably put this picture in the wrong place. But anyway, then you got the Iceman, which the funny thing about this...
best paint apps I've ever seen this. When I saw the prototype of this, the paint app on this, one of the best paint apps I've ever seen.
I want to say that there was someone who listed yesterday, these are 3 things currently wrong with XM or whatever it was. I can't remember the 3 things. One of them was that XM switched out the Iceman from a clear resin Iceman to the blue.
Never clear resin.
They're showing now. It was never, ever, ever shown as clear resin.
It's never going to be clear resin.
And you don't want it to be clear resin.
You would like it now.
Too many flaws, too many bubbles, too much breakage. So it's never going to happen. And it was never, ever discussed to be that way. So, I don't know where you're getting that from.
Don't let the truth get in the way of a good bullshit story, man.
Yeah. Bosses. So Jason, with all the bright pinks from the cards, the statue would be unbalanced without the same splashes of colour in the base. Not so much the case with Cyclops, as he's the same colour all the way through. Yeah. Where are we?
I think that XM actually listened to the collectors on this occasion and made it brighter base intentionally, because they keep hearing the same thing. Because I hear it with every piece, all the X-Men pieces, the Sentinel parts just too dull. Can't make out what they are, blah, 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 blah. I've heard it every fucking piece on the group everywhere. So I think they've listened, and then now they're getting shit for listening. Yeah. So you're just like, well, what piece of the pie do you want? What fucking pieces?
Yeah, you can't win either way. I mean, I've got a whole debate. I had a whole debate with XM this morning about stuff, and no matter what they do, they lose. Either way.
No, but listen.
Bob's in the house, by the way.
There's
signed in.
Oh, welcome to Queen.
Welcome,
everybody. Kneel. I think there's another part as well, which is the lack of communication with changes isn't
Yeah.
good enough. It
Agreed.
isn't good enough. And let me tell you what else ain't good enough. It ain't good enough that you don't know. When this shit drops and there's pictures going around, right, and someone's got them in hand and there's changes, if you don't know it, you yourself, then there's a problem, because you need to know this shit before this shit drops. You are the social media guy. You are in fucking charge with the communicating from one place to the other. And if you do not know this, then it's a fucking serious issue on their part that they are not talking to you, because they need to be saying to you, Alex, these are the changes that we've had to make, and these are the reasons we've had to make them. Please be, put it out there and make it aware, show some pictures, do some things, explain, what has happened. And that needs to happen in a timely manner. Now, listen, do I think that they should offer refunds for these partial changes they've had to make? No, I don't. That's just my personal opinion. I don't have the Gambit. I wasn't the biggest fan of it from the off. I like it. I saw the prototype and I like it, but I've got the OG. I prefer it personally. I'm just a big fan of that piece. It's just me. So I have my own, dog in my own fight. So it was never an interest to me. So I'm impartial in this regard, right? And I actually do prefer the recent Sideshow PF over the XM version. Personal preference. But saying that, I still think, that if they had have explained it, or somebody had have explained it a little bit earlier, you would have put out a lot of the criticisms and fires that the opposition camp will throw at you. And that's the problem.
Yeah, I mean, I agree that obviously I need to know. I think that's a big factor. I can't go into certain things too much anymore.
No, you don't need to.
But obviously, then if stuff pops up on social media, I need to be aware if there's some kind of change. And I believe that if some kind of change has taken place, it needs to be communicated with customers beforehand, which if it's done, people are going to be like, this has been changed because on the prototype, the cards plug into the back of the jacket. Where they plug into the back of the jacket, if you were then to do the alternate switch outs, you're going to see the hole. So what's happened is we've moved this now to another part of the jacket where the belt comes out, or whatever it is, so that when you then do the switch out, you can't see the hole and whatever. And also the other issue was that the ones that we did, there was a slight lean with the arc by the position it was in. So it was a double thing where, it needed to be adjusted because of a peg hole would have been seen, and also because of a lean in future. But if that was then brought up and said, hey guys, this is what's happening, blah, 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 people would go, cool, okay. I'm glad you're looking into this, and I'm glad you're thinking about what's going to happen in 6 months' time to a year or 2 years or whatever in future. Because there are companies out there where you look at some old pieces from other companies, Sideshow, look at She-Hulk. She can't stand straight with her exclusive parting.
No.
She'll be leaning over. And then there's others where they use polyurethane, where the material will flake over years. It's never going to last in certain countries. And once you then go past your 28 days or whatever it is, it's your
problem.
It's not theirs. So XM have gone, you know what, this is going to happen over time. And we are going to do something about it so it doesn't. So that's something which...
You're talking about the arc now. Basically, what I just got from what you just said is that they could have just left the arc alone.
Yes.
Made it look like a slightly bad finish on the peg design thing. Yeah. Left it as it is, and then fuck you, you're over your 30 days. That's your problem, which other people do. But what you're actually telling me is they've tried to fix it beforehand and obviously haven't communicated it. And that's the reason why now there's a bit of controversy and uproar.
I agree with the side that communication is important, and communication and transparency is important. And
do you not think though it's a culture thing? Because I've been very lucky in my life that I've been around the world and met people, And I have sat down with Ang and Ben and, you know, a lot of the XM people, and they have a different culture to Western people. And Western people, right, want the explanation. They want to be spoon-fed the information, and they want to understand why. I actually think that sometimes in their culture, it's just a very simplistic of, it needs to be changed, so it's been changed.
Yeah.
There's nothing to say. There's nothing to say, because if we don't change it, it's going to lean. You want it to fucking lean? So we've changed it, and now it's not going to lean. So what's the problem? I feel, you know, I'll never forget the fragile tape when I took Better Ray Bill home. It's exactly
that was one of my
that.
favorite moments in my life.
But I know that you found it funny, but it's exactly the same thing, right? I taken Better Ray Bill from the con, because I came to the con and I'd already had pre-ordered the piece from Mohammed Safik, so I picked it up.
No, it was the other guy, wasn't it?
It was another, maybe it was another guy. I picked it up there, and then I brought it home on the plane. Now, on the way home, just as I'm leaving the XM office, I say goodbye. I say, have you got like fragile tape so I can stick it on the box? And they just looked at me like I asked them something in Greek, and I said, they were like, what do you need fragile tape for? And I was like, because I don't want it being thrown around and mishandled. I want people to know that there's fragile things inside it before, you know. And they were like, looked at me again, like, and then it was a simple answer of, you know, Ben just like literally snapped at me and went, well, you've never had XM pieces before, like, as in, you know, it's not going to break. So what are you worried about? It's been packed very well. But the point was, in his mind, you don't need it. It's not important. In my mind, in my culture, it's, I don't want this being mishandled. I don't care whether you think that it's not, you know, it's not going to be damaged. I'm worried about it, so I want to try and do the part where I'm doing a precaution. But in his world, I'm just being fucking idiot. Do you understand what I'm saying? There is definitely a cultural difference that I think I don't know. Some people would say it's dishonest or underhanded. I just think they think it needs to be done, so it's done.
Yeah.
That's how I see it, because I can hear them in my mind, because I've met them many times.
I mean, I'm not just saying this again because of my role and my job and whatever else. I'm trying to fucking diffuse the situation. I honestly believe that the changes were put in place for the best and with the best intentions. I believe that that is the case, but I totally agree that it's just all you need to do is communicate that. That is always the thing, is if you communicate something, then I guess then people then, if they have a really fucking big deal and a big issue about it, they can then possibly have the opportunity to pull out, you know, which may not, you know, I'm not saying that we're offering that.
But if you go
worst
into
case
that
scenario.
Yeah, but if you're going into that sort of way of thinking, then the legal ramifications are product may differ from prototype. It's on every statue company. It's on every single one of them. So at the end of the day, if there's an engineering issue that needs to be rectified, you don't have that fucking right to pull out. So anybody turning around and saying they should have the right to pull out, they're off their fucking tits, because nobody's going to give you that right. People who do one or two things, they're either just going to do it and send it to you, or they're going to explain it and send it to you. But I think, and I can't help but think this way, I think it's a cultural thing. I think they thought, you know what, it needs doing, so it's done.
Maybe.
And that's it. And that's it. I don't think it's any other feeling. And I think the other side of the camp, the actual people that actually own this piece, that would probably want to know it, are just being like, you know, oh my God, you know, I could have really just been told that. I would like to have known that before it like gets shipped, or I would just like to be in the loop of what's happened. And I really believe it's a Western ideology versus an Eastern ideology, and how we communicate and we talk to each other. I think it's just different.
Yeah. On the other side of that, I mean, I'm going now because I know there's more Gambit pictures. On the other side of it as well, I mean, obviously, these are the Gambit stuff. So the Wisp looks like it's in a different position, but these are from Charles's pictures. But when, so this is then where it plugs in, is moved slightly around. So then there is the issue with this card looking like it's behind his back on the production, the first card. And then that, so when it's like that, you know, that's what it's going to be displayed like. But when you, where is it gone? when you look at Chris Bowles' picture, his doesn't look as bad at all. When you look at his video, he weren't as bad as Charles's, was it?
No, it wasn't. No, it was very close to his hand. It was a lot closer than that. That one looks like it's about an inch difference in that photo.
Yeah.
But Chris Bowles' one, look how close it is there. It looks like it's, and that was half of the issue, was the fact it wasn't in those pictures. It wasn't lined up. It was a lot further away from his hand. So it was like here, like there compared to his hand. Whereas in Chris Bowles' one, it's a lot closer.
Yeah.
So whether it was fitted correctly or whether I can't actually tell you.
And there are people as well saying, "Oh, XM needs to make another replacement part and send it out."
Why?
Well, they're just saying, there's people saying that on groups going, "Oh, this is not what I was sold. You need to make one and send it out to us that actually has the way it was actually displayed."
Rubbish.
I think that's a problem.
Is it one rule for one company and one completely different rule from another? Did Rogue have? Wait a minute. Did Rogue have googly eyes? Did fucking She-Hulk lean? But I don't give a fuck. I could go through 100 pieces, and I could do it from any company that you want to play this game with me with. If you want to start talking about it, you can look at many prototypes. There's always subtle changes. Personally, listen, things like Mystique scaling, no excuses at all. You're not going to hear anything from that because that's not an engineering problem. That's not a fix. That's you fucked up. You fucked up. And really, you should have spotted something was up and you should have rectified it. You didn't. So you have to make it. And that's a different story altogether. But this to me is, I really don't see the drasticness of it. The only thing that bothers me of this entire piece, if I'm being brutally honest with you, the only thing out of the change is just probably that bottom card. Would it stop me from buying it? No, it wouldn't stop me from buying it. But that's the only part that bothers me. The position of it, I think looks great. I've got no issue with it whatsoever. I really don't. And if anything, I actually prefer the fact that of the two, I prefer the other pose. I always have. With the charged card, that bright pink card. I actually think the scaling on the cards looks better now as well. It's more in scale. They were too big last time when I saw the prototype. So they've been improved.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I can see from this picture because I saw the prototype in person. So I thought the cards were too big.
Well, they changed the cards. They did change the cards.
Yeah, so I thought they were too big before.
Yeah, they did really bad and they were like card. But yeah, so we'll go through these ones and come back to the Gambit one in a second. So also got the Iron Spider, which went up for pre-order last week.
This has adjustable hands, doesn't it? Adjustable arms. I saw a video on this.
Yeah, I've got some pictures of the sizes actually when it's maximum and minimum. I quite like this. I'm tempted. I am actually tempted. That's
a Spider-Man piece. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I'm tempted to take advantage and use my XM discount and order a piece. I like this. I really like the extra arm idea with the Allen key and tightening it up and positioning it, and
it's clever.
I do really like it. Possibly going to order this one. I need to work out my spaces because they've sent me She-Hulk, so I don't know where the fuck she's going to go. I told her
she can come on with me. It's got to be my perk. Well, surely that's my perk.
Perk for what?
For putting up with your fucking XM shit.
Where are you going to put her?
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. What I would do first of all is send her to fucking Ian and have her repainted.
And then he's on top of a turbine anyway. And as you see the Allens in there, and these are metal as well. So these are solid. If someone broke into your house, you can pull one of these off, stab them in the fucking head. I tell you.
The thing that worries me about this, though, right? My experience with these kind of Allen key turns is that over time they loosen. Stiffness goes and they just like flip. They just do that. They just fold.
Well, as long as you don't thread them, they should be okay. I mean, you just got to be.
Maybe that's what I've done.
Yeah,
that is a high possibility, man. Knowing me, that I've done that.
Yeah. Sorry, there should be another one with the sizes. That'll be there. Also, this is to show that the Planet Hulk has finally fucking arrived at the factory, and we are progressing this.
Where's the fucking body?
Well, that's not there, obviously.
I was going to say.
And then the Red Hood went up for pre-order today. I actually
It's
think
1/6.
Yeah, I actually think this is really, really nice. Some of the 1/6 pieces, now I like them, but I'm not that keen on them. I like the Dark Side. I like the Lobo. And I actually really like this one as well.
I like Aquaman.
Yeah?
I like Dark Side Lobo. I like Aquaman as well.
Yeah, I like
anyone that can make a guy in a fucking beard and long blonde hair riding a seahorse look cool is a fucking miracle. I mean, I can only imagine sitting in the pitch meeting for that piece.
Wearing a leotard.
Like, what? You're going to do what?
And you got a leotard.
Where's the fucking sharks? Where's the sharks and the killer whales? What the fuck are you talking? What do you mean a fucking seahorse?
Well, yeah, get that fucking sea urchin out of here, man. What the fuck? But no, I actually do really like this piece. I think this piece actually was one of the pieces that I've been asked in PMs with the most about is this.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. Yeah. Really like it. I think, is it Jason Todd? I'm going to get it wrong, aren't I? I'm not a big DC man. Really not.
I got no idea.
And they got a little chameleon on there as well, a little lizard on the wall. Yeah, really nice. I actually do think this is one of the better. This is the teaser. This is one of the better 1/6 scale pieces for me. I really like it. Then this is the Shauna Queen of the Jungle, and this is the collaboration with
naked.
Well, well,
looks naked.
Yeah, possibly. There is some boobage, and yeah. So this is really nice. I'm not going to lie. I'm not 100% sure about that. This is 1/6 or 1 core. I need to find that out. I'm not going to do what I did with the other Batman last time. I got it wrong. So yeah, I'll find out.
Please don't do that.
This then shows you that the Iron Spider with fully extended is 90 centimeters tall. And if you have him the other way where he's fully descended, is 56 centimeters. So 90, which is huge, 56. And I'm sure you'll have it somewhere in the middle to make it more dynamic. But yeah. This is then what you're going to get now with your XM pieces. We're not doing the instruction manual at the moment. So when you scan the IR code, you'll get the instructions, the online instructions.
Okay.
So that's that. Gambit again. So there's productions. Go through. Have you finished with Gambit?
Yeah, I mean, unless there's anything you want to add.
No, I just I think as well that if there are people suggesting, oh, you need to replace the Wisp and you need to do the Arc, you need to replace it, you need to send another one. I mean, personally, I don't think so. I mean, I don't think that's something that XM should be doing. I think again, if you get like a hairdryer out, you can bend it around and whatever else. You shouldn't be doing that anyway, but there is something you can do with that. I just think it sets a really bad precedence that if you do say, oh my God, we're sorry, we'll send you another one, every time there's any little flaw, you're going to then have to send something out. Did you hear what
fucking happened with Connecticut? So I was arguing with some fucking bellend on I think the Geese or Terry review. And the guy was basically saying to me on the comments, he was like, I didn't like the paint on my Terry, I complained, and then fucking Connecticut's offered to repaint the statue for me the way to my liking. Right, listen to this. But I had to. How fucking dare they? Because I had to. They were going to paint it for free, right? How fucking dare they? Because I have to pay to have it shipped there. Right? I said, are you fucking retarded? Do you know how much it would cost them to have their professional painters paint that fucking statue for you? So if you've got any idea and you're worried about paying $100 and something or something, whatever it is, $200 to ship the fucking thing. I said that the pro paints, them taking the time to do it, are you crazy? Yeah. I mean, they were going to actually repaint it, not back to the factory, like to Connecticut. They were going to get their pro people to do it.
Yeah,
And this guy still was kicking off because they didn't cover his shipping bill.
Man.
And I was just like, you know, this is the problem. You know what I mean? It's never enough, Alex. It's never, ever going to be enough.
No.
It's never enough. It's about understanding that it's never, ever going to be enough, that you can't do enough.
Well, I'm going to message a demon, tell him he's a fucking idiot. No, I think that's a good thing to offer. But again, I just think...
No, you should never offer that. It's a stupid thing to offer.
No, I think it's a good thing if you offer it, and I think it's a way above and beyond. But again, I just think it sets a really bad precedent.
Yeah,
once you do that, and once that guy tells everyone, I kicked off and they repainted mine, you've sold 599 of these. I don't know the exact number. If you've sold 599 of these, you're then going to get 598 people going, I want mine repainted. And I just think, and I just think it's a bad precedent to set where, you know, I know you're a smaller company and you want to please people, but I just think that there's an element of you need to kind of say that that's how it is, and sorry.
I think the question needs to be this: if you hadn't seen the prototype and that was the production piece that Chris Bale showed the other day, would you not buy it? And I don't think the answer's no. That's my problem with it. If it was a drastic enough change that it means no, then I would be like, this is a problem. You got a real problem now. I just don't think it's a drastic enough change. I just don't think it is. I think the coat's improved from when I first saw it. I think the cards look better than when I first saw it. I think the base looks better than when I last saw it. All that's being ignored is because that lower card is slightly lower down, and the wisp is slightly further back at the top than it was. I don't think that's enough. I don't think it's enough on my own personal level. Now listen, I'm coming from a place where I prefer the Sideshow version. Do you understand that? I'm not coming from a place, I don't have this on pre-order. And if I was going to spend my money, I'd buy Sideshows. So I'm coming from a place of just right down the fucking middle. If it was, believe me, if it was bad enough that I would say, I would turn around to your face and I would tell you, it's fucked. You fucked this up. You needed to, you know what I mean? And you need to scrap it or start again or do something else. But it's not. I don't think it changes the piece enough. I don't think it's a big enough issue whatsoever. And I don't think people that pre-ordered this piece would honestly turn around today and say, I won't buy it if it looked like that, if that's what you showed me. I don't believe that to be true. I think it's improved in a lot of ways from production level. I think it's very drastically improved. So I'm not buying into the shit really. I think it's a propaganda load of bollocks set out by some fanboys of other companies that are really just trying to give you a kick in the nuts. Don't get me wrong. The Mystique thing you had coming, like that was like, what the fuck? You know, that one you can't defend, and you just have to be like, yeah, they're right, man. That was a fucking stupid thing to do.
Well, there's also left and right in this comparison shot. Obviously, the
angles are not the same at all.
I mean, the arc is different. Yeah, it is. I can see that. I can see that the arc is different.
Yeah.
But when
definitely.
you look into the actual, the coat, you know, on the prototype, the coat looks like crap because it's like bleached with fucking light. You can't see fuck all. So the coat on the actual right looks much better anyway. But and then also the base is the same thing. It's bleached with light, and you can actually see the separation of the colours. The actual one on the left, with the way it's been taken, the rock is almost the same as some of the males.
And, it's just not the same angle. You don't need to be a genius to work it out.
No, I know that, but I'm just comparing the paints.
That right one needs to be turned quite a fair bit to be level, and then you see that gap in between his hand and the gap in between this hand. It's not as far away because you've turned it. You understand what I'm telling you?
Oh, sure, yeah.
So if you take that piece now, right, and you turn it so it's the same angle as the other one, because that's almost right out like that, right? That's like right at side angle, and that's almost turned to the back. So if you take that piece now,
the way you see it the most is if you just say, look at his elbow.
Well, you can do the elbow, you can do the base. If you look at the base, and you can see that side part, right? See that little side part? You can see how far back that is on this right-hand picture compared to how far forward it is on the left. So that needs to be turned probably about 30%. Needs to be turned that way. And when that happens, that gap in between the hand and the power arc is not as big, because it's going to go like that, and it's going to be here. So it's now going to look nowhere near as far away. So I do think it's further away than it was, but it's not as drastic as this pic suggests it is. Not from the angle you would display it, and not from the angle that you want to see it, because you're not displaying your statue like this. So there's no fucking point of even having this discussion showing this picture, because you're not showing it that way. You're going to show it head on or angled slightly head on, like that.
Yeah. And as I say, when you look at it that way, he does not have a prototype. He has a production piece, and that's how it looks from that angle.
Looks to me like that wisp is really close to his hand. Looks like it's almost touching his hand. So it must be an angle.
I can see there are complaints about the bottom card.
It's the only thing I don't like. Literally, it's the only thing.
Do you know one of the things I don't like, but it's never been an issue anyway. But one of the things I don't like, as someone who does like a little bit of poker, I would prefer if the cards on him were 10, Jack, Queen, King, and then he had an ace in his hand or something, because there's only 4 and it's meant to be a royal flush. And I think the one missing is the Jack or something, isn't it? But I don't know. I think that the card choice is a bit weird. But
what card is the one that's in his other posed hand?
Jack.
No.
I would have preferred if that would be ace.
Yeah.
Ace of spades. That's meant to be a royal flush. They should have either done 5 cards on the wisp, or
one in his hand.
Yeah. Or even if it has it like that, where it's got the wisp of, the 4 there, and then have 1 in his hand. No,
I like that.
So he's about to throw the ace.
Yeah,
and then it's in order going 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace, charging to be thrown.
Yeah, love that idea. I think that's a fantastic idea.
But I mean, this was 5 years ago, whenever this fucking came out, and I weren't on XM's fucking payroll then. So, but yeah. Anyway, this then is a custom cable, kind of like a based loosely on like a movie version, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks it to me. Quite nice though. It's a nice
piece. He's got his teddy there on his hip. And do you know what I keep forgetting to look at? Damn, whenever I'm at your house, I forget to look at that teddy.
Why? Do you not have it?
No, I don't have it.
No, okay.
Someone gave me the cape for free, which I think you paid how much? How much you pay for that?
It was expensive, dude. It's not cheap.
Yeah, I didn't pay for it. And then some fucking idiot, I just fucking put it over his head, and some fucking dickbag came over, fucking posted for me too, Awesome.
No, the things you do for love.
Also, the way that this is displayed, I don't see how they're going to get those shells in the air like that. They're joking.
Yeah, it's going to be quite. They throw up a big photo.
A little bit misleading. They're mis-selling that, and I want my money back, and I want them to sort that out. Anyway, yeah. So that's the face there, the Josh Brolin face.
It's quite a loose render, to be honest with you. It's quite away from being finished, but it's quite nice.
I don't like that with the smoke. Looking at it there with the smoke and the bullets coming out, I don't like it. I prefer it like this.
Yeah, agree.
And those, that's what I don't like about renders as well. Like, it's such a little trick, isn't it? Where you add in bullshit that's not going to happen. Because those shells,
like Andy Fusco's pictures.
Yeah, fucking goes on Google PNG files and gets them out. I should tell you about that, really, should I? If you're going to do your pictures.
No, I don't like. No, don't do it. I don't want to know how to make it. I want to show it as it looks. I'm not adding smoke and lightning and all. I can appreciate it that people do it, but I'm just not going to do it.
Yeah.
Only because I feel like in the position that we're in, it's very misleading, and I don't want people to think that's how it looks. I really don't, because if they buy it and I'm going to get messages going, "What the fuck's up with this?" And I'll be like, "What?" They'll be like, "There's no fucking lightning on the Thor statue." I was like, "Well, yeah, I know. There's like, well, I thought there was lightning in the background." It's like, no, there isn't.
I just got a message, and Shana is 1/4 scale, so that's good to know.
Yeah, you are.
So we want to thank Seng for getting up at 8 o'clock in the morning to message me. So so then then that's the cable. Then this is the Caleb's Weapon X. I like it. I do like parts of it, but his head looks really small. Or is that just me?
I think it looks small from this because his body's like jacked as shit. It's very big. The head does look small with a helmet. It looks small.
Actually, the one on the right actually does look better. The one on the right looks better.
I like the helmet personally. But
I mean scale. I don't mean better. I mean scale wise.
Oh yeah.
That's a really interesting design. Actually, I do actually like that kind of concept where. Oh, I like that as well. So left where he's got the mouthpiece on. I like that. I like the idea of him in a glass like container like that. It's just a really interesting design. The only problem with that is that's going to be like 35, 36 inches. That's got to be.
Yeah, I mean, on a personal level, if you're talking about making this, the bottom part of it's far too big and the top part of it's far too big. So you want to cut like that whole percentage off there. I would say 50% of the top and 50% of the bottom. Just lose both of them. So it's just a metal. It's just a metal. Like you see them two rims. You see where it goes. You see where it's like 1, 2, 3. I would lose all the weight. I'd lose like literally the top and half of the middle one. And then the bottom one, at the bottom part, I would basically, where his feet are touching, I would drop that right down. So I would, because otherwise, you're right. It's going to be close to 40.
You want to be careful though. You don't want it to look like, where you get like a movie where they have some kind of virus and it's in some kind of container where it's got a top and a bottom and a glass kind of thing, like in Resident Evil. I don't know if you've seen it where they got the kind of helix design thing. You don't want it to look like that though. So I mean, there is an element of you want it to look functional. I don't really think you should minimize the bottom too much. The only thing
no, you should need to minimize that bottom. But if you look at that don't look at it as a concept. Here's a statue design. If that figure is 16 inches tall, and that's a Wolverine, sorry, 16 inches, 15.7. 16 inches tall. That base, looking at that, is over 60% of his body. So that base is 8 inches, 9 inches tall. It's too big. See what I'm saying? If he's 16 inches tall and then you look at that, you say, okay, you put that up against his body and it goes up to his chest, you're then turning around and going, oh my God, that's 60, 70% of the statue. So he's 16 inches. The top of it is going to be at least 5 or 6, and the bottom of it is at least 9. So there you got 16 plus 9, 27. It's going to be at least 35 inches, 34, 35 inches.
What did I say at the beginning, for fuck's sake? I said 36 inches.
It's going to be at least that. But if you trim both of those areas slightly down, in the concept, it seems like a lot to take away. But if it was a real base and the base is 9 inches at the bottom and you're knocking off 3 or 4 of them, you've still got a 5-inch base. Then you take the top one, which is however big, and you knock 2 or so inches. You turn that 35 inches into 29 inches, and it becomes a hell of a lot more displayable.
Yeah.
Not by much, but under 30 would be ideal.
I mean, it's hard, really. I mean, because I guess as well, the other side of this one is if you had it as 30 inches, if you managed to get it down to 30 inches, you can stick it in a fucking detolf.
Potentially. It would be a really bad design, though, because it would be glass encased in glass.
Lots of glare.
That's the great thing about this, is that if you do have like a glass, you don't actually need this to be in any glass unit. This can stand alone and have its own personal display built in.
I wonder how they're going to like make it look like it is in water. You know what I mean? So like, it's not just him kind of like levitating in air. They need to make it look like he's in a liquid, though, and that's going to be really hard. I hate to say this, and I do say it a lot. I absolutely love Caleb's designs. I think he's one of the best at doing 3D renders. I think he's absolutely amazing. I just think that a lot of his stuff, I don't know whether it translates when it gets to statue form. So, like, I want to know how they're going to make this look like he's in war. You know, obviously he's done his side. He sculpted it. It looks absolutely amazing. It looks great. As a statue, I don't know whether that would work.
It's a good point. It's a good question.
Yeah.
Some sort of preservative. Definitely some sort of liquid preservative.
I don't know, or whether they just add like a what within the glass or the cylinder acrylic, likely. Whether they add some like something on there to make it look like it's water. Do you know what I mean?
Then you obstruct the statue a little bit too.
You do. Then you don't. Then you don't.
Hard.
And then you don't have to paint the statue as well because he's within like a focused thing. I don't know. It's a hard thing, and I hate it because I whenever I see Caleb's concepts, I absolutely love them. I look at them and I love them. But then when I look at it from a reviewer and an objective point of view, I'm like, how can someone make that? That's the problem I always have.
I just look forward to people showing me that, you know, fucking things like that can be done.
Well, that's the thing as well.
I like the challenge that he's putting out there.
He's pushing.
This is to make it.
He's pushing the boundaries for commissioners to make things, but you know, I love the way he's pushing the boundaries, but I'm not confident that the commissioners can replicate. That's the problem.
Certainly not on the cut. I don't think on the custom market they'll be able to.
Yeah.
There'll be too many corners cut. There'll be too many corners cut for it.
You need a company who, you know, make projects for portfolio as well as actually money. And
exactly.
Yeah, I'm not going to go into my next part of the conversation, but yeah, I will. Fuck it. So, like, you know, with XM, where XM make pieces as well as portfolio pieces, where necessarily they're not going to make money. We've made a lot of pieces like that, where, you know, they
you're fucking boring me with your XM work shit.
Fuck off, dick splash. So, like, you know, where XM pushed the boundary on a lot of pieces where they made like the Ghost Rider, the Hulkbuster, the Hulk Transformation, all these pieces where they've gone kind of, you know, the Sentinel, you know, all those pieces like that. And again, I'm with you where I don't think that a custom company is going to think about we're pushing the boundaries. They're going to be like, what's the profit margin?
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Next pictures, let's go.
But I would love to see this made. I would love to see it made the way that Caleb wants it to be made. I just don't feel it's possible. Anyway, this is then a render of Dark Phoenix with all the characters around. I'm not actually sure who half of them are. I don't know. Who's
Cyclops is in front. Beast is there.
No. Well, looks like Rogue's on the right. Who's on the left?
Psylocke, maybe?
I don't think so.
Don't know. Can't tell. It's very hard because they're all the same colour.
Yeah, it does look like Beast is a bit like, what the fuck is going on now? Is this happening again? Oh my god! But I think this is the same person who did I think the Spider-Man, and I think there's a big improvement on their piece. If it was the Spider-Man, this is a much bigger improvement, and I think it's a much more unique design. I do think this is a better design by far.
Yeah.
Flows much better. Sentinel? Sentry.
Yeah, this is like Sentinel. Yeah,
this is the one we showed this the other week. This is the one with Ares.
It's got like slip out faces that go in, which is really cool.
Oh, fucking that one. Look at that one.
The bottom. Yeah. Ooh. It's the void, isn't it? But for me, this is like proper Sentinel, Sentry. Other than that fucking monstrosity that exists.
I don't like the cape, but
I quite like it because it's just like landed. I mean, the thing is like practicality wise, it adds a lot of height. But I just
no, because really it's not just landed because Ares is ripped up below him, and
how do you know he ain't dropped him?
No, because the positioning, it's not right. I don't think it's right to be just land. I don't know. It's just too high.
Maybe the wind's blowing up.
Yeah, he's just farted. Well done. I don't know. I mean, I don't like that at all. This is then a Thor custom. Oh, sorry. I fucked up.
Yeah, that's out for free. That is that Thor. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of pictures of
I
that
got
Thor.
more images that coming up. Sorry. This is then the custom Apocalypse, which Lewis Valamar painted up. This is really nice. This one.
I really like this Apocalypse as well.
A lot of heads.
It's improved quite drastically from concept design.
This is like the same head as the Sideshow Legendary Scale.
Similar.
Yeah.
There's an idea of it's only like 26.5 inches tall. So, and that just shows you how big the rest of it is.
That's more than that, isn't it?
Nah, it is. It's 26.5 inches tall. Apparently, that's what it is.
Nah, it looks bigger than that, but I don't know. Oh, fuck you.
I think Rogue's only like 20 or whatever.
Rogue, I actually do. I like both of those female pieces by Sideshow. I love them.
Just looks great. They look great next to him.
Yeah.
You did a fantastic job, Lewis, on the paint of this.
Did a really nice job. This comes with like fucking 7 heads. So
I like this. So you got the standard head, then you've got the Messiah Wars head. That's more like the film.
That's a bit camp.
No, I like that one. It's like the film. That one I know from somewhere, but I can't pinpoint it.
Yeah.
Cable's head.
Yeah, I just saw that.
This one as well, I know.
That's
no, it's
Marvel
not.
versus Capcom, isn't it?
No, because if you keep going, not the boot, not the thing, the drill, blah blah blade. That's comic. That's Marvel versus Capcom. I'm sure of it.
Is it?
That one is, yeah. The other one I can't grasp. That one fucking drives me mad.
That must be the animation then.
No, because the animation is
hard. So
keep going. So not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one.
That's it.
That's the animation one. That one there, isn't it?
I don't know.
That looks wicked, man. There's a lot of good heads. I like them all.
Yeah, it's really nice. I think that's animation.
Could be, but I don't remember being that colour.
Well, that's either animation or Marvel vs. Capcom. And then you're saying that is Marvel vs. Capcom.
I think so. Maybe they both are. Maybe they're both different games.
Fuck, I don't know. Those are your
fucking cool, though.
This is the custom Venom bust. This is huge. This is like 78 by 78 by 78 centimeters. I don't know what that is in the inches.
It's massive. It's about 27. It's about 27.
Divided by 2.54 and you'll get it. This is huge. Really big. I love the comic art on the back. I don't know why they kind of went then with the spider on the back. I think they should have left it off. It's unnecessary, I think. And they should have just kept the back cut off with the comic art.
No, look, shit, that's a terrible idea.
No, because it's the back. It's the back. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, you fucking idiot. Nah, it does. Spider's the other way around, fucking idiot.
Yeah,
chatting shit, man. Like this. It looks really nice.
Yeah. X23 is 25 inches. Sorry, going back.
No.
Yeah, look at here. So he's got to be 27.
If it's 25, is it an inch and a half? It could be.
Yeah.
It could be 26 and a half as well, I was told. But I love that shot. It's a great shot. Did a great job, Lewis. And Barry. I think it's Barry Engo. Barry Engo is his name. It's one of the guys involved. Very nice. Been speaking to him.
Oh, you told me not to do more, Matt. Fucking Magneto. So this is the weekly Magneto.
It's funny this because I was listening to them, like basically people in this like going, we're going to have a Magneto and it's going to blow your fucking mind, and then this came out and I was just pissed myself laughing. It is just fucking awful.
Yeah,
it didn't blow my mind. It blew my asshole out laughing. So it's like, what the fuck what are you talking about? Like, what is this? Like a rip-off samurai line that everyone's doing now?
Yeah, but what's
There's
that
a
thing
samurai line for X-Men pieces, like Wolverine. All of a sudden, there's always a samurai.
Yeah, but what's that thing around him?
I don't know.
I don't get it. I don't get what that thing is.
A
I
mechanical
actually
dragon. Mechanical dragon.
I gotta say, what I mean, like I like
I
the
think that's
idea.
awful.
I know, but I'm saying I like the concept idea of having something different rather than just doing another fucking Magneto and da da da. And I like the way they're going with something different. I like that. If you look at the middle head on the right, I like that kind of like samurai mask look. I just don't get what that fucking thing is. It looks like one of those things from Matrix.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, I like that. See the Hunya one on the demon. I like
You mean
that.
the second one in from the right?
Yes, I like that. I don't like his the second one on the left. I don't like his teeth. It looks like
I
he's
don't
had
like.
like
I've got to be honest. I don't like
it's
any of
like
this.
what's his name? Who's the fucking guy from Point Break? His partner,
Gary Busey.
Gary Busey. Looks a bit like Gary Busey teeth. And I don't get what that dragon thing is. I don't know.
Mechanical dragon thing.
Yeah.
This is cool.
This is then the Venomized Mary Jane, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Based on is this in Hog Lee?
Don't know. Could be. Just looks fucking cool.
Yeah, cool concept, cool idea. I think it's in Hog Lee. I might be totally wrong, but very nice. Very
So
cool.
sure it's not Stanley Lau. Looks like his sort of thing.
No, it's not Lau. No, I don't think it is. I think it's in Hog Lee. And I think this is that cover that goes for fucking retarded money. This then is Aaron Ray Perez is doing a RoboCop, which I'm really, really excited to see the kind of full thing on this. I really want to see the touring on base. This is the kind of paint up of the
fucking head looks crazy, man.
head.
Portrait head looks fucking crazy.
The way he paints. This is why we kind of introduced him to XM and got him on board there. He is an amazing artist. Gio and I have been fans of his since 2014, I'd say, like a long, long time. And we love his work, absolutely love his work. And there's the other heads there. Yeah, great work. Sorry, my computer's having a bit of a spastic attack. There you go.
Fan art spawn, another one.
Yeah, no, fan art spawn. I don't know what this one's got. It's like kind of top of the building, like a gargoyle, which is based on like the Vindicator type look there.
Don't like it.
This then is the Alpha 3 Silver Surfer.
Yeah, this came out pretty much like a day or two after the Sideshow one dropped. I think it's nice though. It's I think there's three. It's well sold out. So don't even PM me and ask me any fucking questions about this piece. You know, if you want to like find out things from Alpha 3, you've really got to try and get in their group and do things that way. Because there's three of these. I think there's because they've done the Fallen one as well.
Yeah.
So they've done the Fallen one with like he has the gauntlet, and then there's one where he's got like his power surging coming, and there's one of him holding the hammer. There's just like a lot of choices. It looks quite nice though. It's a nice looking piece.
Not a fan of the pose really. He's been lunging too far forward really on that.
And then,
I'm not sure if I like that. The thing's going through his leg.
See, that's the view you're going to be looking at. Obviously, you're not going to have the light up
I don't know.
lightning thing. See, the wormhole from the side, I don't really like.
He's got Mjolnir in his hand. Gauntlet.
See, then there's the glove.
Looks a bit small. Looks like a fucking washed up glove. Looks like he's wearing his fucking marigolds. All right. Thanks for dinner, Alex. I'll come and give you a hand with a wash it up, yeah? Yeah, I'm not a fan. His legs are really small as well. I don't know, man.
Oh, it just made me laugh that.
Yeah.
I need to go to the toilet now.
I don't know. I'm not a fan of this.
No.
I'm going to say pass on that. This 4 is much better. The 4 is much better than the Surfer. I'm glad they've sold out.
This is actually printed. This thought.
Yeah. No, I'm saying I'm glad they sold out the Surfer because I don't like it and I'm not going to kind of recommend it. This Ultima 4, nice. Yeah, this is much better. Yeah, I totally prefer that. Big time. So that's out for free as well, yeah?
Yeah, that is, yeah.
Yeah, I like that. It's very cool, but he's kind of... Yeah, I like something about it, but then I like it more than I don't. But I think he's got a bit of a weird lean.
It's a bit zombie, but it's kind of like possessed, which I kind of like.
Who's this by, do you know?
No idea.
Okay. This one's a bit like scoliosis venom or something. I don't know. Yeah, or sciatic. I don't know.
Scoliosis, how's your back chiropractic venom?
Yeah, you better get your backpack, motherfucker. Yeah.
How does that adjustment feel?
Yeah, I don't know. I like elements of it. I like the sculpt, but I'm not sure of the exaggerated lean. I think it's just a bit too much. The serrations across the chest look a bit too straight. Yeah. Instead, it's fuck me. Fucking what happened there, cowboy? Sorry. Vision as well. So I don't know.
Yeah, more sort of modern comic book version with Ultron head. I don't know who it's by. Pretty cool though. I've seen the concept a few times. Kind of like the decapitated head version. Then there's a Logan of some kind carrying Sabretooth's head.
Yeah, that's the teaser for one that's coming. So I'm not really a fan of like decapitated heads and things.
Yeah, I need a wee. You're gonna have to carry on.
So and then you got like the Mika Red there as well, which that's actually all the pictures.
Yeah, well, you close up. I need a piss now.
Well,
no, I'm thoroughly blaming you for making me laugh about the fucking whatchamacallit, the marigold gloves. I pissed myself a little.
Yes, he's wearing fucking marigolds. He's about to fucking wash it up. Jesus Christ, man. With little fucking sparkly gloves on. All right, let me do the comments. Let me go through these. So I know there were a few comments about Gambit and whatever else. Sorry. Contact lenses are well dry now. Statue Mania signed in. Looks like it could have been part. No. So let me go through here. So, oh, Jesus, got loads of comments. David Graham. Oh, yeah, Death of Craven. So we did that already. That was amazing. Geo. F-Stay. Wish I never saw the custom Silver Surfers. So I should read the original. I actually got the original Silver Surfer and he's damaged. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to get him repaired and made into a fallen one. And I've actually got a Silver Surfer coming, another version, the original one as well. So a new one of that without damage and coming in. Sachi never released the market. I don't know what means. Broly Goku. So I'm just going through these. Number 1, 7 independent follower underlying. He's one of the boss's minions. Yeah, I've not actually seen that. I looked through the. I couldn't actually find any images. I did do a very, very quick one. I have to look through.
Kind of an improvement.
I don't know, because there are some minions where they are bigger because they are stupid as well. Statue Mania, who's the shave guy? Yeah, there you go.
What's with this 4-hour fucking chat shit, bro?
Oh shit, really? Oh shit, it's 4 hours. Fuck. Oh god, we better fucking go. Yeah, I'm just going through these really quickly. I'm just trying to find comments. I think it'd be common sense. The bomb card should be facing forward and not down, or the dude's going to blast himself. Talking about Gambit. The fact it took 5 years to come out is a bigger fuck up to me than the cards. True, yeah. I mean, the thing about that as well is, when you do the pre-orders early at conventions before things are made half the time, I think that's a bad thing as well. I think you should do it when, if there's a period like what they've done with Thanos and the way they've turned things around where Thanos was put out for pre-order December and he's going to be out, this year.
December.
That's the way to go. That's kind of the way
100%, yeah.
weapon. That Weapon X looks like a pain in the ass to assemble. I bet. And also, I mean, if they're going to do the tubing, I don't know how they're going to make it look like he's in water. That's one of my big issues. Wonder if they'll add a water or some kind of liquid. No, I don't think they'll add a water or a liquid. What they'll do is they'll paint the tube to be to have like a murky look or something to it, where otherwise you're going to have like a fucking Weapon X lava lamp. You need to. I don't know.
I'd buy one.
Yeah, me too. But who did this Weapon X? I think
Caleb, but we don't know who's giving it to you. Oh, I don't know. Alex might know.
ATF 1.
Oh yeah, it is ATF 1. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. True regards to Kelly's work on Weapon X, maybe. Just will probably have the glass chamber and 2 panels between them. Use whatever's used on the Wex. No, because I've not seen the new Amiga Red tubes. I just assume they're rubber. Like when you have that kind of, I'm sure there was stuff when we were a kid that had that look, where it has like a rubber with bubbles in it that looks like a tube, and I'm sure that's all it is just a rubbery kind of thing. They're using lighting, guys. Check Shape of Water statue. They're using that as reference. That's interesting. Thanks, Jay. So apparently, however, the Shape of Water is done by the Elite Creature Collectibles one. They're using that as a reference for how they're going to do it.
Good, Lisa.
I didn't know that.
Idea.
Thanks, Jay. You're making yourself.
I've never seen that piece.
I have, yeah. It's basically fucking Ape Sapien from Hellboy, but
fucking scammers.
At least you won't have to worry about Logan getting dusty. I think the Central Diorama is a portfolio piece for XM. Yeah, it is. It definitely is. We got quite a lot of comments from when we were doing the chat. Sorry, and unfortunately, when I go onto the chat, my screen, I only got one screen here, so I can't go onto them all. But we'll go through these. SBs is skipping leg day. It's late here in California, almost 6 p.m. Dude, it's fucking 2 here.
2 a.m. Go cry me a fucking river.
Night, boys. SBs. Cheers, chaps. Are you ordering the XM Silver Surfer Alex? I will be. I actually, we haven't announced this, but I ordered one on my account for Geo. And let's do it that way. Geo. That way. Yeah. And Geo has given me his original Sideshow cinema cat. So,
comic cat, mate. I know it's late. It's not cinema cat.
It is late. So, I got his comic cat and we did a trade. So I bought him the new one and he gave me his old one. And I think I did well there. But
it's a mate's rate deal. That's a real mate's rate deal.
But the question was, am I going to be ordering it? I've ordered it for George, and I tried to order 2 at the same time, and it wouldn't let me. So I'm going to order one later on. I think I definitely do like it. I love the Frankie Ray exclusive. I really, really like. So I think I will be getting it. Yeah. I definitely do. You guys getting the Aaron's Robocop? I would really like the Robocop too. In all honesty, when I think I'm getting out of this hobby, people drag me fucking back in. See you, gents. Great show as always. Thank you, brother.
God bless.
Night, fellas. Take care, Gio and Alex, and everyone else. Be safe. Thank you. Great show as always. Thank you, everyone. I know there were more and more comments. I mean, and I did miss a few of them while we were live. I didn't realize this was a 4-hour chat. And poor Gio's got to get up at like 4 a.m. to wake his son up and, whatever else. But thanks for watching.
I wish it was that way around.
Yeah,
I really do. I wish it was me waking him up just once. Just once would be worth it.
Yeah, do the usual like, comment, subscribe, and share. And thank you for joining us. Take care.
Peace.